Sessions!
Hello and welcome to episode 18 of the Goat Sessions.
Hello.
How are we all?
We're finally legal. We're 18.
We're finally legal.
Yeah.
Welcome back, Alfie.
Sound, how's it
Welcome
going?
back.
Part-time off.
Part-timer.
Part-timer,
Yeah.
How's Oxford?
Good, man.
Sure.
It was good, it was fun, but it's just full of little posh bellends.
Yeah.
Like, fully.
I mean, what more did you expect, though, with Oxford, really?
It's just, it's a mad city. Everyone talks to you like you're in a job interview.
Really?
Yeah. Everyone's like, how's it going, Alfie? What do you do for work?
Okay.
I can just drive a van, dude. What do you do?
Yeah.
It's like, I'm an animator for Disney. I was like,
Is it one of those places, you know, when people talk to you and they're only talking to you to see what they can get out of you?
Yeah.
no,
as
it's
soon as
not.
you can't provide anything, they're like, oh.
It's like people that have been brought up with a business attitude.
Right, okay.
Have that sort of, they're always constantly talking in a business sense. Like,
Yeah.
Like, you know when you meet someone and they're like really
Yeah.
easy to talk to, it's a bit
Yeah.
jarring. Like you can't just sit and have a laugh. It's like
Yeah.
sort of, I don't know.
But I feel like...
Too formal.
It was very formal, and but everyone there was lovely. Like, don't get me wrong,
Yeah.
everyone that I met was sound as fuck. But it's just a different world. Like in Tamworth, you just sit and you're like, fucking woo, like it's all a bit like a laugh and a joke. But there, it's like,
I think that's the Midlands as a whole.
yeah, definitely.
Well, Oxford seems like that kind of place where, if you get the right word, like everyone's got that prosperity head about them.
Yeah.
So, like, everyone there has got the intent to do well. So everything that
Well,
they
yeah,
wanna do
no.
is like
I mean, the
big
place is
jobs
built for
and-
that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's
Don't
like
get me
Dan
wrong.
Cambridge are very much kind
So,
of
like,
like the elite.
Majority of people you're going to talk to, like, their job isn't just going to be a driver. It's going to be like, oh, I'm a doctor.
Yeah,
I'm
there's a
fucking
lot
this
of
and
like
that, and-
arty sort of people. So I met a lad who
Yeah.
did who does something for children's cartoons.
That's cool.
Another, like, they're all like proper careers, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? And then like I just felt a bit out of place. And like Aim said, like, before we went, they sort of like look at working class kids like, oh my god, it's a real working class person.
Yeah.
Like,
You were real.
I thought this is a myth.
Yeah.
no, because they like dress and like sort of they idolise that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like they dress like a bit like charity shoppy. And then
Oh,
but
okay.
when
I thought it would have been more
They
like...
glamorise
No,
the
but-
dogs.
yeah, it's
shit.
like
Yeah,
it's like, do you know, like posh vintage.
Yeah,
It's
Yeah,
like that
yeah.
kind of aesthetic. And then when they see people that are actually like poor,
authentically that way.
yeah, I had to
Oh my
explain-
god, you're my idol.
Yeah.
sort of had to explain what a terraced house was as well. And,
Really?
Yeah.
It must be hard, like being a kid growing up in
Fucking
Oxford,
hell.
because your expectations from your parents must be like you're in
High as
Oxford,
fuck, yeah.
like, and Cambridge as well. Those two places especially, and like Bath's
Yeah.
kind of the same in
Well, I
Europe.
think
Wait,
you're-
I went to Cambridge once.
You sound so sexy. Sounds so sexy.
I went to Cambridge once. I was walking down the street. I had a pink mohawk, and this really pissed lady on a bench started singing "Anarchy in the UK" to me, and I was like, "Sick."
Yeah.
I had an argument with some bird outside that pub that I sent the voice note in about.
Yeah,
The Half Moon. Fuck the Half Moon.
fuck it.
And I had an argument with this bird outside, and she was like, "There's someone being racist in there to me," and I was like, "What do you expect? We're in fucking whitest town in the world."
Yeah.
And then she was like, like this, and I was like, whatever. And she was like, "You're a baby anyway. How can you have a opinion?" I was like, "I'm 22," and she goes, "I'm an A-level teacher. I would have taught you A-levels at school." But first of all, love, I didn't do A-levels. And second of all, I didn't go to Oxford, so you wouldn't have taught me.
Yeah.
And then she said, "Yeah, but if I would have taught you, you would have been better at English." And I went, "Better at
Better.
English?" And fuck you. And then she just went, "I'm not arguing with you no more," and walked off. And I was like, because I would, that's
Wounded,
why.
yeah.
Dude, I watched
Better.
I watched this video of what's the name for it's not like a guru but a similar sort of thing.
Like a yogi.
Yeah. And this is
Or a
Bossy
shaman.
cunt.
it was like a what?
A bossy cunt.
A boss.
Or a shaman.
So basically it was like this, it was in the 90s and some news presenter went to speak to this guy because he's like very peaceful and doesn't argue with anybody and he's very, very old. So he was like, what's your secret to life? And he's like, well, it's to just let people carry on doing stupid shit and don't argue with it.
That's bullshit.
And it's like arguing back with stupid people ages you. That's what he was saying.
Yeah.
And this this guy was like, oh no, I don't believe that. And it's like, no, you're right. You're correct.
Oh, snap.
No, you shouldn't argue with stupid people.
No, you shouldn't argue with
Just
stupid
agree-
people. You'll never win.
Just agree
Yeah,
with
you'll
them.
never
Just
win.
agree with them.
You will never win. But no, I do think like complacent. It's not complacency. I guess it's kind of like that willingness to accept wrong opinions is right to a certain degree. But you got people like Dalai Lama, who like there's thousands of Tibetans getting wiped out because he won't speak out against it.
No.
Yeah.
Because he believes in peacefulness. But sometimes motherfuckers need putting in the ground.
Yeah, I was having
Oh,
this
yeah.
chat with my mum last night because she watched some documentary about the Holocaust something the other day, and it's like changed the way that she sees everything. And there was a couple of Holocaust survivors on there, and I was like, "You should never hate. Hate is everything that's wrong in the world." And then the first thing I said was like, I think Jacob Rees-Mogg came on the telly. I was like, I fucking hate him. I hope he dies. Mum was like, you shouldn't hate. You could strongly dislike. And I went, all right then, Mum. What about Thatcher? And she went, I strongly dislike. I was like, no, you fucking hate her. What about Hitler? She goes, I strongly dislike him. I was like, no, fuck off. No.
Strongly dislike means that
You're allowed
you
to
can
hate,
still tolerate people.
I think like you're allowed to
people that
hate.
you can't tolerate.
But it does take a lot of energy to hate someone. But I
Yeah.
don't think about them that.
There was a
much.
Malcolm X quote, which was be peaceful, be courteous, obey the law, respect everyone, but if someone puts his hand on you, send him to the cemetery.
Fair.
I wouldn't know about the law.
I'm with Malcolm. Well, yeah. I don't think Malcolm X really gave a fuck about the law, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my sentiment on that.
Can I just say, last week I weren't here. We had Will sit in for me, and Will fucking smashed it.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, cheers, Will.
I had it on in the van,
Thanks, man.
audio. First 15 minutes, quite hard to hear him. 'Cause he was like,
Yeah.
He's like, how's it going, boys? Like, it's like-
Yeah, I'm not bad. Yeah.
So, yeah, I did one with Lombardi this week, and she was the same.
Oh, really?
But
Do you not? Are the headphones working?
Yeah.
I found that weird.
I know, because you can hear yourself.
the levels in your ears.
The bit of technical. There's a bit of a wiggly trick to the headphones sometimes.
Oh yeah.
And like we're recording Sunday. We usually do Monday.
Sorry, your voice.
This will come out on Wednesday after mine and Morve's one, the Wolf Thing Witch Massacre. Which, if you watch it, hopefully watch it. Go back and watch it. That'd be lovely. Morve, I found out Morve's first like 15 minutes of like doing this and shit was because he didn't know the wiggly input trick. You see?
Yeah.
The headphone weren't plugged in.
Yeah.
And then when it was plugged in, he was like, "Whoa, I can hear myself."
He was plugged in too far, and he was like, "Fuck."
Yeah. So do you want to talk about why your voice is fucked?
Well, yeah. Let's start. I'm gonna jingle it and everything.
Smashing it.
J-E-N-K got some more bullshit to say. J-E-N-K, but no one's listening anyway.
So basically, I've had quite a long weekend.
Have you now?
I had a couple of gigs with the 900, but before that, I went to work on. Well, I had Thursday practice as well, so I used my voice then. So I went to work on Friday morning and just did a bit of tidying up and whatnot, and then I had to go into town, put some money in the bank, grab us a quick something to eat. Then I was like, I had to get a train to Milton Keynes for Lewis and Connor from the 900 to pick me up, and I had about an hour to kill. So I was like, fuck, I'm going to London, because it was London and then Brighton. London Friday, Saturday, Brighton.
Where in London was it?
It was a venue called the New Crossing, it was really fucking good.
Yeah.
But I'll get to that in a minute. So like, we were going to London, and I like, you know, everyone knows London, you ain't getting a good Guinness, you know.
Yeah.
There's an odd one or two pubs.
Yeah, I've had a couple, but it's sparse.
You know,
There's a page and it's come dedicated to shit London Guinness.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's a gamble. You know what I mean? So I thought, right, there's this new pub opened in town called
The Sheriff.
The Sheriff, and
Here,
Tamworth, yeah.
Yeah.
Where is it?
Opposite William Hill.
Same side as Penny.
yeah.
Next to the old car bank.
Yeah. So and Watson had been our friend Watson. Hello Watson, if you're watching, you bastard. So Watson had said they do a really good Guinness in there. So I went in, had a Guinness. It looked lovely, lovely poured. There was two old lads sat at the bar already drinking a Guinness. So I was like,
that's a good sign.
It's a good sign. But I ended up sending some voice clips to a group chat that I was on with Watson, but he did leave, and this is them.
I'm so angry because I'm going to London to play a gig with the 900 tonight, and as we all fucking know, London is the land of shit Guinness. So I wasn't going to get a good Guinness tonight. I knew that. So in waiting for the train, I thought, oh, you know what? I'll take the trusted word of a good friend, Watson. Yeah, and go have a Guinness there. So I went for a Guinness there, sat down, first few sips, not too bad. Fucking lingering shit taste. And basically, Watson who?
Oh!
Fucking calm down. Teach yourself about good Guinnesses. I'm glad he's off the chat, if I'm honest. I can't be dealing with it anymore. If next time he tells me there's a good Guinness somewhere. I can't trust him, and I don't need that.
There's more.
That's fair.
There's more.
Watson has left a worse taste in my mouth than that Guinness with his deceit. I can't get over it. I don't know how I'm going to fucking concentrate on the gig tonight. I'm just fucking furious. I'm angry. I'm so angry. I'm so upset. Yeah, I'm more upset. I'm not that angry. I'm upset. I'm going to go get on this train and weep.
So it started off like that the weekend did.
In Luke's defence, me, Mitch and Aim and Rammers went there on Tuesday and it was all right. It was on par with the peel.
Yeah, really? Fuck.
I think
On
it
par
was-
with the peel. That's a big claim.
Yeah,
That's a
honestly,
big
it must
claim.
have come
We
down
had-
to who poured it, because we had that girl.
The girl,
didn't we?
yeah, she was lovely as well.
She was,
It really nice, decent Guinness.
Yeah.
Not amazing, but
Yeah.
like decent for Tamworth.
The
See,
pour
the
was
thing
good.
is with the peel, it's good Guinness because it's good Guinness, but it's consistently a good
Yeah.
Guinness.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
I went
what I
to
mean?
Litchfield last night and had 3 Guinness, and every
Yeah.
one of them were poured by 3 different people.
Yeah,
And every one of them tasted different, and one of them
Yeah.
was banging.
Yeah.
And the other 2 were average as fuck.
Yeah.
I had one in the peel last weekend and it was nearly life changing.
Yeah,
I took a
remember you
photo of it
saying
and
about that.
everything. Like, honestly,
If you don't drink Guinness and you're like, what the fuck are they on about? Genuinely, there is a thing with Guinness,
yeah.
and it's like fucking
It's like art, isn't it?
yeah, no,
really?
genuinely,
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
a strand's hair difference
Yeah, it-
between
yeah.
what makes a good Guinness and a bad
How long it's
Guinness.
sat
Yeah.
for?
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like
poured well.
apparently the law goes, the further away from Dublin, the worse it is.
Mhm.
Yeah,
But I don't know if that's.
I
quite
had a
true.
Guinness in Peru,
because as we say, like London,
and it banged.
Yeah,
London,
remember you saying,
London
actually,
is
yeah.
famous
Fucking
for
bang,
shit
man.
Guinnesses. So so obviously, before I was even in London, a friend of mine had done a dirty on me,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
bastard. So I went there, fucking
Annoyed,
went
just
annoyed
day ruined.
on the train, and we got to the venue and whatnot and set up. My sister came as well. My sister,
Okay,
she lives in
cool. Oh, sick.
London and stuff. So she came down and we went on, and it was brilliant. It was like from the fucking get go, because we played 2 45-minute sets. Of if you're wondering what the 900 is, it's a Tony Hawk's Pro Skater soundtrack cover band.
1 of 2 in the world.
What? No, one of 3.
Oh, 1 of 3.
Oh,
is it
really?
third?
One of which is there's one in America called Birdman.
No, that was
I think.
Australian.
No,
Australia,
but,
yeah.
okay, Australia's Birdman, and the American one is named after the worst Tony Hawk game, which is Downhill
Downhill
Jam.
Jam.
Oh, really?
Fuck
On the Wii.
That's the.
Yeah, no, you don't do
we
that.
watched that. That's
You might as well
the,
call it 2.
Yeah,
It's a better game.
yeah, yeah.
Female singer, weren't it?
One of I think that's the American one.
Yeah, that's
which,
the American- that's Downhill Jam,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Which
Why would you call yourself Downhill Jam?
the only thing
It's the
is, and
worst game.
I'm not shitting on this female singer, but she just didn't have the voice for the songs that she's singing.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like musically, everything was fine.
yeah.
And yeah, it covers bands, sing it how you want, but it just sounded really, really out of place, which is a shame because they sounded like they could be very good,
yeah.
but it just didn't work. But I mean, you know,
I mean,
obviously they have
I
fun doing it,
suppose
so
it's the
kudos.
same. I suppose it's the same for me when I'm singing fucking May 16 by Lagwagon. It sounds like I should be singing Psycho Vision by fucking Suicidal
Yeah.
Tendencies.
Or when you sing
yeah.
Worlds Collide.
Yeah, oh God.
Well, you can
Yeah.
tell which songs you enjoy.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
definitely,
absolutely.
definitely. I mean, I do go out on all of them, but like,
How was the gig?
Friday, London, New Crossing was fucking sick. Everyone was like up for it from the get go. Little bit of moshing,
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I mean, like not a
How many
fucking
people?
whole lot. I think cap was 120.
Right, okay.
I think, and it was sold
Rammed.
out. It
Yeah,
was fucking.
yeah.
It was done like it was sound. So I played that. Had a fucking great time. After I stayed at the venue, and like just loads of people wanted to buy us pints, so we fucking obliged.
Well,
Yeah,
we're rude not to.
absolutely. You got it.
And we
Did you have a
was
Guinness?
I didn't know. No, I didn't.
We're gonna do that to
They
yourself.
don't think. I was pre-warned about the Guinness at the place. We were
Oh,
drinking
really?
Anyway, yeah.
Okay.
So, but oh yeah. Well, it's plastic cups in it because it's a
Oh,
gig.
yeah,
So you
yeah.
don't
Can't
wanna
drink
do
it
that.
out of plastic
no,
cup.
No. So like
An
it's-
Irish man will come and hit you.
Yeah, exactly. So it's not even really the venue's like fault.
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I mean? But so like we were like hanging out at the New Cross Inn, and then like there was just a few like weird characters around, man. So it's like guy come up to me and like he was that pissed I couldn't pick his accent out, but then he said, "Come on, make a drunk Australian man happy, and let me get you fucked up." And I was like, dude, you're just way too eager to get me fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you really want to
Yeah,
get me
yeah.
pissed, and like I was like, I don't need any help, man. Practice makes
I got
perfect.
this. Yeah.
I can make myself fucked up
It's
as I
not my
can.
first
You're a
rodeo.
big
Yeah,
boy.
yeah.
Which is what you said at your second rodeo.
Yeah. I like
But,
that.
so, and then this other guy, the bassist Lewis, me and Harry, the drummer,
That still tickles
was
me.
sat down. Was sat, and then this geezer called Steve just come over and was like, "All right, mate, I'm here on me. I mean, like, can I just hang out with you?" And I was like, "Eager, I'm having a cigarette, sin a bit." So I went
That's
out
the
for a
right move. That's
cigarette.
always the right move.
I come back in, and he's talking to Lewis. So I'm sat down, I'm talking to Harry, we're all on the same table, and it seems to be quite okay for a bit. And then this geezer just starts calling Lewis boring because he won't let him get him pissed. Because he's like,
The Australian guy.
No, this
He's
is
a new guy.
another geezer.
Yeah, yeah.
So he's
After you
going,
played
he's
the game?
going, when I'm your, after playing, he's
After,
going,
right.
when I was your age, I won't give a fuck. And he was like,
How
well,
old is this dude?
he was like early 40s. Like
Right, okay.
Yeah, when it grow up, mate.
He was mad. And he's going, I've been married for 15 years and like that, I'll get as fucked
asked?
up as
Yeah,
possible.
he's out of the house once a year and he's trying to like fully
Yeah,
rein
yeah,
it
exactly,
in.
yeah.
Yeah.
That happened
So-
to me last night, man. Like, I was alone last night at a gig, and
Did you not meet up with Ben? and that?
I tried to, but
Yeah.
he went to an after party, and I just got in my car.
Oh,
and
fair
went home.
enough, fair enough.
But
What was the gig?
I went to see Chubby and the Gang and Turnstile.
Oh, nice. Fucking nice.
It was very good.
Yeah.
Shout out Charlie Manning from Chubby and the Gang, my fucking guy. I had a chat with him again.
My man.
Did you remember you from
my
the
man.
last gig?
Sort of.
Yeah.
So like Chubby and the Gang came on,
Yeah.
smashed it, and like you know what they're like, fucking love us, hate us, fuck off.
Mhm.
And then they smashed it, and then I was like, thanks to Turnstile, I fucking love that band. Turnstile played, and then it finished, and then I was sort of like, they didn't let people out normal exit of Rock City, so there was a massive queue. I seen Charlie walking over the like floor. I was like, yo, and I bought Chubby and the Gang t-shirt in it, and he went, "Time for buying a t-shirt, dude." I was like, fucking, remember me? He was like, "Yeah, man, from Birmingham." I was like, "Yeah,
Oh,
son."
yeah, that's.
And he was like,
sound
I was like, "Yeah, fucking third time seeing you, you fucking smash it every time." Like first time I seen him, they sported Biffy,
yeah.
and then second time it was the headline show, and he was like, "Yeah, sound." And I was like, "I'll fucking see you in the summer playing trees, ain't you?" And they're also supporting the Chats.
Oh fucking hell!
Yeah.
I'll definitely
we'll
be
have to
seeing
go
that
down
then.
then.
Yeah, so it's
Yeah.
the Chats at Rock City, Chubby and the Gang and the Chats.
Fucking
Oh,
soul,
nice.
mate,
And,
down there.
And I was like, "Yeah, I'll fucking see you again." And he was like, "Yeah, sounds. Just want a t-shirt, dude." I was like, "Yeah, fucking no worries, man." And he sort of walked off, but I had like weird people coming up to me like, "Who are you with?" Like in the smoking area. I was like, "By myself." I was like, "You come to a gig by yourself?" I was like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
Why is that such a mad
Yeah.
thing?
Yeah.
Well, it's like a bunch of lads from Sheffield were there, and I was chatting to them, and I was like, "You by yourself?" I was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Hang around with us if you want." I was like, "Nah, you're all right." And I was like, "What football team do you support?" I was like, "Villa." And they went, "Oh, we're Wednesday, we are." I was like, "Yeah, there's no rivalry there, mate, so it's all right."
Yeah.
And I went, "I was in Sheffield not too long ago." And I was like, "What for?" And I was like, "Oh, my mate's in a Tony Hawk soundtrack cover band called the 900. They went, "Really?" I went, "Yeah." It's like, "We fucking love the Tony Hawk games." I was like, "Well, you need to fucking go see this band then, don't
yeah,
you?"
need to come down.
Well, they're from
I-
Sheffield. Like they had the opportunity, didn't they?
Yeah,
That's
That's about Sheffield again. That was a good night, that was.
Yeah,
That was a
that's
cracking
man.
night.
That's got to be after what I'm about to tell
Okay,
you.
go on, yeah.
That was the second gig, second best gig.
Oh,
we
okay.
played
After
Well,
the
like-
London show.
after the Brighton show.
Oh, okay.
So the London show was sick. Woke up in the morning. Right, and you think my voice sounds bad now? Fuck me. Yesterday was a growly whisper.
Yeah, yeah.
I woke up and I was like, and he was struggling, and I was like, and everyone was like, "Dude,
You
we've
gotta sing tonight."
kick
Yeah, yeah.
I was like, "It's alright. I got a vocal zone. I'll go get some fucking. Like, I'll get coffee and have something to eat. Why not?
Vocal zone.
I won't. Yeah, it's like a lozenge kind of thing. It's
Oh,
like
okay.
specific for people who sing a lot, talk a lot, and smoke a lot.
I need all
So
of
it's
these.
for
you
me.
do.
Yeah. So I was like, yeah, it'll be alright. Went to Brighton, like, you know, walking around and stuff like. It weren't getting much better. Got a little bit better for a bit. Then we went down to the beach. Went to get some to eat. I had some like Belgian chips
From where?
from Belgian chips.
Ah, fuck Belgian chips, man.
What's the difference?
Beef fries. Beef fries was the one, man. Beef fries was
Alfie,
on
I'm
I
with
love
you,
Belgian
man.
chips.
Beef
And the lads
fries.
wanted to go to the place next door.
What was it? What's the place next door?
Pizza place.
Fuck them places. You need to go What the Pitter. That's
What
slaps
the
in
pier
Brighton.
is good. I was there and I was like, yeah, can I have the...
I didn't want a fucking pizza. I wanted chips.
The old Belgian chips place as well. Ash will be watching. He'll know. beef fries was the fucking one. Double fried Belgian fries.
I've never even been there. I don't know where it is.
Belgian chips is new fucking poxy rip off of beef fries. But
Right,
anyway,
I'll have a look.
We went to watch the pitter, and I was in there looking at what I wanted. I was like, "Yeah, I'll have the vegan burrito, please." And Alf's like, "Mitch,
it's a
it's
vegan.
all fucking vegan."
Yeah.
Honestly, I missed you.
But, so like, I had some chips, and then after I had chips, my voice got worse.
Really?
After I ate, my voice got worse from what it was, and like Lewis and like was like, "Are you gonna be okay?" And not like then I was like getting anxious about it. I was like, "Fuck."
Yeah.
And
what time was this roughly?
This was about 2:30.
So you've got a few hours still.
Yeah. So I still got like about
5-6 hours.
2 about 6 hours. Yeah.
Yeah.
So so I was like, "Fuck." And Harry, who you've all met.
Yeah.
How long's Harry's hair?
Yeah, long
I've
as
seen
fuck.
the picture. Dude.
Not anymore.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you got it braided.
He's got it. No, he didn't get it braided.
There's like plaits in it, like corn
No,
plaits.
he had it cut off for charity.
Oh, really?
That's how they do it. They put it in plaits and then
So they can cut it from the root.
like do it, tie each end and then just cut the plait off because then you just got the plait and
No
you just send the plait
fucking
off
way.
for charity.
Oh, I thought he just
we
plaited his hair just so he looked like corn.
No.
It was like to give his hair to charity.
Harry has a fucking like
Buzz.
a bit on the back, but mostly at the side, like a high and tight mullet now.
Fuck.
I bet he looks
man.
fit as fuck.
He looks fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
He was a bit shell shocked.
Yeah,
I
dude.
can tell he was a bit shell shocked. So he was worried about getting his hair cut. I'm worried about my voice.
Was he getting his hair cut down there?
Yeah. It was by Jimmy, a guy who owns a shop in Brighton, who was also playing in one of the bands called Rough Guts.
Yeah.
Who we were playing with that night. It's not very often we play with other bands.
Yeah, because you got
But
two
we play
sets.
with Making Friends and Rough Guts. But we went, like, I'm walking around fucking literally and like having a fucking panic attack going, I'm letting all the boys down, everyone's fucking sold out fucking venue, I'm letting everyone down because I went fucking too mental last night, drank me fucking nut off,
Yeah.
and then smoked and then fucking
Screamed your
like,
ass off
scream my
all night.
bollocks off,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
fuck. So we go and Harry's in the fucking chair ready to get his fucking hair cut, right? And he's like fucking shitting it. You can see him.
Yeah.
He starts getting his hair cut, mate. His face. You've never seen. He's like, oh my.
That's what I'd be like, man. If someone's trying to cut my hair, I'd elbow him. I'd run away.
How long had it been?
I mean, it was
how long
no
had it been growing his hair
because,
for?
mate, he's had a long hair. I think they were saying it's been like very long for about 6 or 7
Fucking
years.
hell, yeah, 'cause his hair's like proper, like, nearly
Yeah.
waist length,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like-
yeah.
It's obviously had like trims, but a trim's fuck all compared to
Yeah,
having the whole
dude.
thing off, innit?
Like if I lose more than an inch now, plan to in my hair, it ruins my day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Well, like-
Brighton show, I was expecting the Brighton show not to go off as much as the London show because there was another, because you was at the Prince Albert in it.
Yeah.
There's the Green Door store, which is literally round the corner.
Yeah.
There was another band on at the Green Door store
Yeah.
on Saturday night.
Fair play.
Or last night, wasn't it?
That's
Yeah,
not
was
Yeah,
that?
there was
Yeah.
another band on last
Yeah.
night, so I was like, I don't know whether and it was that sort of crowd that would wrap up a 900 set. Were at that
Yeah.
other show, so I was like, oh fuck, maybe they pulled in.
Yeah.
But it sold out last minute, didn't it?
It
Brighton
sold
show?
out, yeah. But like, so we went like it was busy, and like we were getting a haircut, and talking to
On
Jimmy.
stage or
No. This guy Jimmy's shop.
Oh,
He's got a
okay.
barbershop called
Oh,
Jimmy's,
okay, yeah,
Jimmy's
yeah.
barbershop, and he's cutting his hair, and like we're talking, and like Jimmy goes, "Who's the singer?" Because he knows Harry, because he booked Dead Hands years ago. He knows Harry anyway, so he went, "Which one's your singer?" And I went,
you're like,
"Me, right? That'll be me." And he went, "Fucking hell!" And he went, "I've got a Manuka honey lozenge sweet thing. I'll bring them to the fucking show later. My missus gets them whenever. They're fucking
swears by
cure,
him.
you know what I mean?"
Yeah.
So I was like, "Sound like." So I went, and like my voice wasn't getting any better at all. So I fucking goes to the gig, fucking sound check, all this shit. Watch Making Friends, very good. Watch Rough Guts, who are fucking sick.
Yeah.
I bought the t-shirt.
What
They were
music?
fucking awesome. Rough Guts.
Rough Guts.
Rough Cuts.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you
I
said
thought you said
Rough
rough
Cuts.
cuts.
No, Rough Guts.
What kind of music are they? If they were supporting someone, who they support?
They could support Turbonegro.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Oh, all right.
Yeah,
Nice.
They could
Yeah.
support. Well, I was talking to Jimmy about because there was loads of Rocket from the Crypt stuff in the store, like in his barbershop, and then he changed his shirt and he put a fucking Rocket, and I love Rocket from the Crypt. So I was like, oh, so they're yours then? Or and then he was like, yeah, that's like my shrine. They're one of my favourite bands. I was like, sick. So like they're like they fucking played 3 notes and I was like, I'm fucking in.
Really?
This is sick.
Yeah.
Like even Connor was like, he saw like 2 seconds of it, was like, Jenk likes this. I know immediately. So they were banging. He gave me one of those fucking throat sweets and whatnot, and like I had it just before. It was like I feel it's like a bit soothing, but I was still like, yeah, fucking out. Like, oh Christ, no, we're going on now. We're going on now. Went on. And I just started fucking screaming, and it just worked.
Really?
It
That's
fucking
sick.
worked.
That's
it just
sick.
worked, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And I was literally, it went off, man, from the fucking day dot. Fucking pits, crowd surfing.
That's awesome, man.
Fucking crowd
What was
diving.
the cap at this one?
I think it was about the same, like 120, I think. And it went absolutely fucking ape shit.
Yeah.
It went off like proper.
Did you do 2
proper
sets?
fucking went off. 2 sets. So 2 supports, 2 sets. Right. You know, I like to get crowd surf to the bar.
Yeah.
I made it halfway at the end of the first set. Second set, I went, take me to the bar. Like literally fucking dove off the fucking off the stage. Everyone caught me. I was literally lying across them on my side. Like leaning, with my hands behind my head, getting carried, and they sat me on the bar.
That's fucking
That's fucking
Sat me on the bar, and I was like, "Can I have a beer, please?" And then just about 2 or 3 cans just turned up in front of me, and then they went, "Do you want a Jaeger bomb?" And I was like, "I'd love one." So like, I was like, "This is fucking sick." I think we had a great time, and everyone was fucking lovely. Like back like in the green room a bit, talking to like the drummer, and he goes, we were talking about not being able to read very well, because I'm fucking shit at reading. My eyes jump everywhere. And he went, I think that's why I draw for a living. I went, what'd you do? And he went, I tattoo. And I went, oh, fucking hell, so do I. So then, like, I was supposed to be helping, but I was in the back talking shop.
Yeah.
So it's like, we had a fucking great time, man. It was a fucking brilliant.
That's cool, man. I'm glad you had a good one, man.
It was
I
sick.
love
You
Brighton.
can see it when you talk about like your proper life, fucking still
man,
there. You know what I mean?
honest
It's
to God.
really wholesome, isn't it?
Yeah, no, dude, fully.
I text my mate. My mate put. He was like, "I'm just at home. Like, I'm up quite late. I'm just sitting listening to Status Quo." I texted him back saying, "Mate, I fucking stage dove, got crowd surfed
To the bar.
sat on the bar after singing Ace of Spades by Motorhead." And
Nice.
he went, oh, that's sick. You're a legend if it happened. And I went, if it happened,
yeah.
I'm a rock god, a god of rock. Of course, it fucking happened. Like, I was so like fucking pumped. I could have ran through a fucking wall.
I love Brighton.
It was
so
fucking
much.
brilliant.
Yeah, Brighton's sick, man.
I was going to move there before this podcast.
I remember.
Yeah.
Well, no, it was after we started.
No, it weren't. It was before we
No, it was
started.
before, but then we started. You were still going to move.
I know, yeah.
And then like, I think 3 episodes in, you were like, because I still remember you applied for a job and they were like, where do you live? And you were like, down the road, 10 minutes away.
So,
Not 197 miles away.
yeah. So the plan was for me to move down south, move to Brighton because it's all happening down there.
I'd fucking love to move to Brighton.
And,
Yeah, Brighton's all fucking go. I'm down.
Well,
Brighton's
you
fucking
almost
sick.
did, didn't you?
yeah, I got,
Relocate all our
Oh,
friends.
yeah, dude, all of them.
That'd be
It
amazing.
would be fucking sick.
The thing is, like,
I got a bunch of pals down there, and I was like, yeah, man, I'll fucking move down. Like, I'm just gonna do it. So then I applied for this job, which is similar to what I'm doing now, just van driving, but like for delivering boilers and shit. And I was like, I'll get that, like a 9 to 5, get like a house share, live there, and then whilst I've got money, I'll then look for like
something
maybe
better.
something like
Yeah,
a bar
yeah.
job or something fun.
Yeah.
And
Just
I'd love to work a bar in Brighton, man.
I didn't get the job. I went for a long weekend, went out for like the first 3 days, and then I had an interview on a Monday, and then went for this job interview, and it was like in like Hove, like a bit up from Hove,
Yeah,
like where the
yeah.
industrial estate is.
Yeah.
And I was like,
By the stadium.
no, it's like the stadium's the other way.
Right, okay.
This was like down the beachfront into Hove, and then like up into like, do you know how Brighton's like its own little thing? And if you see like a WH Smith's, you're a bit like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
But it was like in like, I'd seen like, it was at fucking Howden's or something like that, some boiler place. And
Ain't Hove like the town of
Hove's like where all the
Brighton
old
sort of
people
thing?
sort of live.
Yeah.
And it's lovely, Hove is. But like, I had this job interview, like smashed it to be fair. Like the geezer was really nice, and then went out, got the train home, went to see Fontaine's DC with you.
Oh, yep.
And then the same night, and then we recorded this like the day after, I think, the first episode of this.
That's right, yeah.
And then
we had 3 as well, back to back.
Yeah.
No wonder you were knackered by the end of it.
And then I got a phone call after the woman, and she was like, and I sort of didn't want the job because I knew that if I'd get it, then I'd be like, oh fuck, it's actually happening.
Yeah.
It's
And
scary,
it's
innit?
scary.
Yeah.
And she rang me and she's like, they've said no to you, but the only reason they've said no is because the person that's got the job has a HGV license.
So you lost it on a technicality.
I lost it on
Experience.
for a right reason.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. It's not nothing bullshit. Is
And they
it?
gave you a reason.
Yeah, exactly.
See,
And she
do
was
you know
like,
what?
I'll
A
keep
lot
your
of
name on
places
file.
won't call you at all.
Oh yeah, dude. Like,
And I think I get it because if
Yeah.
you've got a load of people, I mean, if it was just you and this one other guy, there's no reason why they can't call you. If there was like 10 people that applied, then you're not going to call 10 people.
Yeah, but like send a fucking mass email
But
out if
it's
you need to.
still-
Like, it's
yeah,
still
exactly,
like
She literally
said-
courtesy's a thing,
It is.
man.
It's nice to know because then like you think, well, if you think you've got a good shot at this, you might think, well, I'm not going to bother looking for somebody else. 'Cause I'm gonna waste somebody else's
Well,
time.
before I applied for where I work now, I applied for the place I go rock climbing for manager there.
Yeah.
And they were literally just like, it's just down to the guy we hired has got more experience.
Yeah, which is
like cool.
Yeah.
Well, that was how my job with where we are now was sort of thing. It was me and some other person, wasn't it? And it was like, it literally all comes down to who they prefer.
Yeah.
And like, if you're in like a group of people, you think, well, it doesn't feel that bad because your chances are broader. So there's going to be 2 or 3 people that they might choose over you. But when it's between you and another person, it's a fucking race.
Yeah.
Yeah,
get
yeah.
that fucking
I still can't believe I got the job I got now, to be fair.
Yeah.
Like, 'cause then she told me that loads of people applied for it. And my interview was 15 minutes.
Yeah.
So she was like selling the interview, like, you've got the experience.
Mine went long at all. Mine was a little bit about yourself. Do you reckon you can do the job? Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you got any criminal conviction so you can't
What was that
drive?
at the place now?
Yeah,
Mine
yeah.
was 10 minutes long at the place.
Yeah,
job
it's
now.
literally
Yeah.
just
Don't get me wrong, like,
to get to know you.
I haven't worked there now. I've done a week.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
fully right for the job. Like, I've got no doubt of that. But like going into it, I was a bit like,
I mean, we won't say where you work because it's still early for you. But what you're doing, honestly, with doing that job before, and that doesn't say anything because I've had many jobs. so you'll have the best time.
Yeah.
Honestly, you will.
Yeah.
You'll have the best time.
Yeah, it's been
It was
good,
actually
man.
we met Wardy, didn't we, the other night?
Yeah,
We
yeah.
were talking
Yeah.
about it, and
Okay.
he
How
was
was his young?
it sound. Yeah, he was telling about which we can't say on the podcast because I don't want to get him in trouble. But a lot of plans that's going on in
For
town,
Tamworth.
for Tamworth.
Very
And honestly,
exciting.
yeah, I'm excited about it because I want some good fucking culture to come back to Tamworth.
Oh,
Because
see, I want to know now.
I do. I can tell you off camera.
All right, yeah.
But for on camera, don't mean to honey dick. Yeah, there's
Yeah,
somewhere
just keep your eyes
there's
out.
somewhere that's opening, and Tamworth might be used as
The centre for it.
sort of like. Do you know how bands will play Nottingham or Birmingham? Maybe Leicester, but like big touring bands will usually play either Nottingham or
Yeah.
Birmingham.
It's like a
Not
warm-up
even
gig
Nottingham,
or
like
whatever.
like Birmingham. They'll play it on
Yeah.
a tour, and it was like we want to get Tamworth to be not. It's never going to compete with Birmingham.
No.
but
Yeah,
we want to get shows in.
I mean, like
Tamworth.
Tamworth used to have the Beatles, Stones, Roy
But they're still
Orbison,
rolling.
you know.
They're still riding that. From
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, but
And
you got
that's
to
the
think,
trouble.
I don't think they were playing here when they were big there. They were playing
No,
here
no, no.
when
I
they
mean,
were
Stones
Stones played their like
they're playing Hell's Own as well.
4th or
Tamworth.
5th show here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like their
But that's
first
why
time,
that's why they were playing Tamworth
Yeah.
though, because it was the 4th or 5th show.
because we got that claim to fame. Like I was saying, they're still riding on that. But
Yeah,
what Tamworth
completely.
was for the arts, like I don't want to go into any specifics to get anyone in trouble of what's happening because there's many different things happening. But bottom line, in terms of the arts, Tamworth was a fucking big place for it back in the day.
Yeah.
And it's completely fell off because the reputation of the town is fucking awful.
The problem with us as well,
And
is
I
we're
like
so close
Tamworth,
to Birmingham.
but exactly what you said.
But even Birmingham,
We're like 19
has
miles
no
from
scene.
Birmingham.
Yeah.
It doesn't, but I think there's still that underground thing. But live music kind of died a lot as well.
Do you know why? It's because Birmingham is a pass through.
Yeah.
Birmingham, like you're either going to go
It
Manchester up
won't
the
be.
north
Give
or
it
London
5
down
years.
south.
Honestly, the amount of work, because I work in Brum and have done for 2 years now, and with at the minute it's a shit show because they're building all the trams. So there's traffic driving into Birmingham was already fucking chaos. It takes I'm like fucking always late all the fucking time because it's just
You
as
just got to
soon
take
as
a
you
long
hit
way
Birmingham,
around.
yeah,
everywhere,
dude. But they've already built the JQ, the jewelry quarter. The trams are already there. They're building them into Digbeth. Broad Street's nearly done. We went to Broad Street. Well, we went and got that fucking burrito from that place.
Yeah.
And there's no one there. But it's because all the trams are there. So they're building the trams. So there's no taxis there at the minute. But give it 5 years when they're done, it's going to be fucking sick. Like honestly, Birmingham
Let's hope.
will come up.
Let's hope. Because what's the last big band that came out in Birmingham?
Sabbath.
Honestly.
No one since.
No one since
Yeah.
UB40.
Who is it?
Yeah.
Slade.
Napalm Death.
Napalm Death.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
There's not
they're
there's-
Birmingham.
Yeah,
they're
yeah,
definitely.
they are, yeah, man.
Yeah,
Fuck
Napalm
me.
Death.
Yeah, Shane Embry's from Moseley, I think.
I love
Fucking wow,
watching.
that's sick.
What's the lead singer called?
Shane Embry.
You just said that.
No, the lead singer. Napalm Death.
Yeah, or is he the guitarist, Shane Embury?
I think that,
I don't know.
Yeah,
All I know is that
He might be
they.
the guitarist. He's the one with the big hair. Oh yeah, he's not the singer.
he's
He's the guitarist. Yeah.
I can't remember his name right now. It's escaping me. But like, he's got one of the best abrasive voices.
Yeah, dude.
I've ever fucking.
Do you know
heard.
that?
It's so sick.
Do you know they're neck and neck with Descendants for the shortest song of all time?
Really?
The Guinness
With
Book of World
Death?
Records.
How
It's
long?
Death at 0.5 seconds.
Fucking hell. Was he just.
No, it's just.
Yeah.
And then Descendants have a
Yeah.
song called
It's
All,
a-
and it's just All. That's it.
To be fair, both bangers.
Yeah. Relentless
I fucking
bangers.
love
It's good if
them.
you've got a short attention
Nottingham's
span.
got a lot of
innit?
good. Like Orange Goblin from Nottingham.
Nottingham's
Yeah.
booming,
There's
man.
Turn 9 from Nottingham.
See, I've got a shit attention span. Like I was listening to Idol's new album today, and Wiz came on, and I don't remember. I listened to the whole album, and I was
That's such a tune.
like, but I was like, I don't remember Wiz playing.
It's 30 seconds long. isn't it?
Exactly, it's that short. Like I was obviously driving, concentrating, and I don't remember it playing at all. I was like, fucking hell, we've gone past it already.
Yeah.
That's a mad
I
song.
remember
that
Phantom
is.
Mass. Phantom Mass got some real short ass. It's like Mike Patton's one of his many bands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And one of their albums is just like every track's called Book 1, Book 2, Book 3, or Page 1, Page 2, Page 3. And there's a song where it's like hoo ha, which is always hoo ha song.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's like songs that are like 4 seconds long on
That
there.
was like Turnstile last night because like an American hardcore band. All their songs are like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
They literally played about 30 songs. So
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
10 off each album. And I was loving it.
But that's what I was saying last week. I've listened to Pink Floyd and I listened to Wish You Were Here because you said it was
Yeah.
the best album. I didn't realize there's like 4 or 5 tracks on the album.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like
yeah.
Hour and a Half.
I mean, well,
Part 1 and Part 2 are like 17 minutes and 13 minutes.
Well, that's it because the first song, which is 30 minutes, is part 1 to 5.
Yeah,
isn't
yeah.
it? And then like near the end is
the second
6 to 8.
Yeah.
I reckon I don't like long songs really. I like
What about Dope Smoker by Sleep Peace?
yeah, I like Sleep and I like Swans quite a lot. And I like
Swans are like old school goth, man.
Because that song Dope Smoker is banging. Do you know how long it is?
no
It's an hour.
Really?
yeah,
Yeah.
it's like a
Never got the longest
The
song in
album-
history.
Yeah. I
No,
don't
like
think it's the
jazz.
longest.
Jazz will always win.
yeah.
I suppose so.
But I think that's why I don't mind long songs. So I grew up listening to
I've
Miles
got-
Davis.
I've got
yeah.
I got a Black Midi CD from when they played in New York in a pizza shop, and it's one song and it's an hour and a half long, but it's their whole set in one song, so you can't skip through the songs. You have to listen to the whole.
I
That's
set.
like
sick.
that, though.
Have you ever heard like Godspeed You Black Emperor?
No.
Like all their shit's like
Yeah.
long AF.
Yeah.
Like proper like there are 3 tracks on the album that are like 17 minutes each.
I got the piss took at me this weekend because I'm the only one from like near Birmingham.
You sound so sexy.
Oh, it's good, isn't it?
Honestly.
So I
honestly.
might just scream every other day.
I want
so
this to
it's
be a
like,
Jenk heavy podcast just
Yeah.
to hear you talk.
hello. So like you know
Get all your promos in today.
yeah, just get them in. Hello. You're right. Well, like when Jimmy gave me the fucking the throat sweet, I went up to him. I was like, proper barky. I went, Jimmy, you know that suppository you give me? I've shoved it up my arse, but I still fucking sound like Mike Reid.
Is that Frank Butcher?
It's Frank Butcher.
Yeah, yeah.
You say Pat Butcher?
No, it's a Frank
Oh
Butcher.
yeah.
I thought you said Fat Butcher.
Yeah.
Just walk up to the gig with nothing on but a fucking spinny round photo.
That was, oh yeah, that was the thing. Fucking hell, man.
I talked to
Throwback.
someone after the gig,
God.
and I was like, mate, it was the drummer from Rough Guts. I went, dude, fucking thanks for having us, and like I really enjoyed it. And he just turned to me and he went, please stop talking. just fucking arrest your voice, dude. And I was like, nah, fuck that. But I'm honest, after last night's gig, I was dying.
Yeah,
Can I just say something? Harry listens to these, doesn't he?
How he does, yeah.
Harry's Mrs. Deb
Yeah.
is in Heriot.
Yeah.
What a fucking band.
Mate, Heriot is sick.
That girl shreds as
They
well,
are
man.
fucking smashing it. Shout out. They're
Yeah.
touring with Rollo Tomassi and Pupil Slicer.
Really?
That's sick
Yeah,
as
yeah, yeah.
fuck.
That
They're-
is sick.
Mate, there was on Kerrang the other day. No, not Kerrang. There was on Radio 1 the other day.
Yeah.
There was on. They've got interviews in NME. They're fucking smashing it, and
Yeah.
they're so
They're
good.
fucking
Oh, fucking
Yeah,
well
yeah.
done. That's
I
sick.
had them on in the van.
Jesus.
I had them on in the van all week because
Yeah.
it's literally fucking Deb screaming her life
Yeah,
off,
yeah, yeah,
shredding.
yeah.
What they're
It's
called
like
Heriot.
Heriot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I saw
Heriot.
Deb a couple of months ago. She came to like that PMT around Christmas. Came to my old bar like for a night out.
No, fair deal.
Fair deal, sorry, yeah.
Yeah.
And she's fucking sound, man. And that girl, like, she's got a Twitter page which, like, she just puts videos of her, like,
I messaged her
shredding.
when just
And
before
girl
Harry.
honestly, she fucking slaps,
I'm gonna
man.
have to
Yeah, yeah.
No,
She's
she's endorsed by Jackson Guitars.
Yeah.
Wow. That's
Yeah,
But she used to,
That's big.
she used to turn up to, because like obviously I met her because she joined Dead Hands, She wanted to join Sex Wolf, but it didn't happen. And then when Sex Wolf fell to shit and we started Dead Hands, Deb, like, we got in touch with Deb and she was like, yeah, sounds. So it's like the first practice we had, I think it was just me, Margaret, and Deb. And so Deb was 18. Deb was fresh 18.
Yeah.
And like, oh, fuck, I don't know how old Deb is now. She's 24, 25, so like about 7 years back, maybe. And so 7 years back, I was 25, 26, whatever. And like, she's like fresh-faced. Me, Morgan, Rich, fucking grizzled old hardcore road dogs, just being like, yo, just stinking. And then like I was fucking hungover to shit, so I was like, yeah, let's go see about his new guitarist then. It's like, all right, Deb, I'm Jenk and that. And he's like, oh, come on, before we practice, let's go down to the shop and get something to drink. So I went to the shop in Digbirth, and then look, come out the shop, and I was walking, I was talking to Deb about it, and I was like, yeah, oh, hang on. And I just started throwing up in the
Oh, fucking hell, man.
in the gutter. And Deb still says
Welcome
it.
to the
She's
band.
like, she remembers. She just kind of went,
Oh dear.
oh, Bab, come on. And that was like, and Deb met me, and I was like, yeah, you're
Good
a
first impression then, yeah.
Honestly,
Yeah.
I don't know. I like know Harry a bit. I met him once and that, and we chat on Instagram. But I've never met her. And I sent Harry a message saying I've had it on in the van all week, and it's just fucking pure face melters. And it's just like, just fucking, it makes you want to kill a
It's
kid.
fucking brilliant.
And I seen the poster in Rock City last night, the Roller Tomasi poster.
Yeah.
And I was like, I had a few beers and I was just on my own. I went, look at that! Look at that band there! You need to listen to them, just to everyone.
Everyone going past. She's like, oi!
You were that guy.
You're that guy.
Fucking hell, what's up with him?
This podcast has got very moustache heavy today.
Yeah.
Jenk looks like fucking Andy.
Jenk's
You
Every
like the
time I go
Pokemon
out.
evolution of
fucking-
moustaches.
That's what it
like
is.
Earl.
It's my RIP.
It's fucking Earl Hickey, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a shout out, Andy.
I wanted to bring the tash back. I was going very tash heavy a few years back.
You do rock a tash well.
Yeah.
You got a bit Mario in you, but I'm all right with that.
The thing is, though, like, I tend to have a tash quite a bit. And I no longer like to have a clean face with a tash. I think stubble with a tash.
Yeah, same, man.
You look
sure?
less like
Are
you're
you
gonna
sure,
fuck kids.
same?
Just 'cause I can't grow it. That's fucking facial hair, that's why.
Yeah, same.
We're like,
I've been growing this for 2 years.
I clean shave this morning.
we're like, if like from you to him, then me is like, if
First, second, and third.
It
And then
does,
pictures.
yeah.
It's a growing process.
it's like the transformation to a werewolf if I'm the final four. But you're just like a bit more, and then
I was
Cotton
shaving the other
duster.
day. I was chatting to my sister. I think it was before Idols.
Yeah.
So I took my sister to the Idols. And I was like having a shave, just chatting to her. She's like, why are you shaving? I was like, what do you think? She was like, I've got a better fucking moustache than you.
That's
The
low.
thing is,
That's
like,
low.
you've got like a fucking 1920s pencil mustache,
Yeah.
and then you just have a neck beard, don't you?
Yeah,
So
yeah. I
there's,
can't
like,
grow a beard on my
That was
cheeks.
Joe. We
Yeah.
used to call Joe man neck boy face.
yeah,
Man neck boy
face.
Because he could grow a neck beard, but not
Yeah.
anything on his face. So it's
Yeah.
man neck boy face.
It'll grow in one day.
Yeah, man. When puberty kicks, when you're
How old are you now?
22.
When you're 23.
So yeah, when you get to
June.
23, it'll just pop out.
Hopefully. Wake up on my 23rd birthday. I
Wake
look
up.
fucking Santa.
Like-
How old were you when you started shaving? Last week.
15.
Sorry.
No, fucking year 10,
Yeah, so 15. Yeah, 14, 15.
14.
Were you like 2?
See, that's mad though.
Oh, do you
'cause
know I was born with sideburns?
Yeah, actually.
So the first thing my dad ever
But Elvis.
technically said to me was like, fucking hell, it's Elvis.
Yeah.
And my mum's there just giving birth, just shut up, you twat.
Start calling your mutton chops.
I think I started shaving at 13.
I was
Like, but I'm
shaving
brown,
at,
man. Like, I'm Indian. Like, we're hairy motherfuckers.
Yeah, it is dark hair as
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
I've got like gingerish hair, so it
Yeah.
doesn't really.
I was probably shaving like 18, 19.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't get armpit hair till year 11.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll probably
Well,
go
we're not
like
shaming. That's fine.
I need to tell a story actually.
late bloomer.
I was telling this to Aim the other day, and it like I got a flashback.
Mm.
I remember I used to like be quite good at football and that. Well, not I was all right at football. That was like my thing, and that was my
Yeah.
sport. So I'd play football after
My
school.
finger in the gaze, that's what.
And was in the changing rooms, right? And I was like, the first like 3 years of school, I was football mad, and then I started skating and smoking weed, and then I was still sort of playing football. Then,
Yeah.
like, I took PE as an option, so that when we would do PE, I'd be like the little shit skater.
I just want to say,
Where do you play?
he's football crazy. He's football mad. I don't know, a footballer that Alfie hasn't had.
What position did you play?
Up front, mate.
Did you?
Yeah, I scored 10 in one game once.
Power bottom.
Power bottom.
Anyway,
I was a winger through school.
was you?
Yeah, but then as soon as I hit my 20s, I went to centre back.
No, I was like a little goal hanger.
I played football. I was
Well
midfield.
That's Mitch's story.
Just one time. Just one time.
I don't like football. I don't do it.
I
So
love
it's mad.
football.
But
I played for.
no, I played for Coton Green because a mate of mine did and wanted me to join, and I was just too rough. So like every practice, I would just tackle the
rugby?
fuck out of everybody. I should have played rugby.
Yeah.
And I wasn't allowed to play any proper games. So I was benched the whole time. And I think I was with them for like 2-3 weeks. And after that, they just kicked me.
Oh, really? Because you're just brutal.
Because I was brutal.
yeah.
Like, every practice, I'd just
What?
take every fucker out.
Yeah.
What was that number
I
8?
played sick note.
Played sick note. Nice.
Yeah.
That was me when I
Darren
was swimming.
Anderson.
No, the number 8 for Wolves. Remember when he double-footed that guy like 2010?
Oh, fuck
Henry.
Yeah. Henry, yeah. Carl Henry?
Carl Henry,
Yeah,
what a guy.
yeah,
He'd just
yeah.
get a red card every game because just slide tackle.
Go on, tell your football story.
Anyway, yeah, so I was playing football, but this was like year 11, so I was a skater. And I was like, I idolised Ryan Dunn.
Yeah.
So I never showered.
Of course.
Ever. So it'd be like 2 weeks.
Random hero.
Yeah, so
Random
I'd be
hero.
like a skater, but then
AKA
I'd still
Flux.
have a slight interest in football. So I'm like, yeah, I'll probably go play football, whatever, with my old friends. And I was in the changing rooms and I had white boxers on.
Did
And
you
I
have
like,
shit
I
on
had
you?
a fat shit stain on my boxers, right? And the lads were like, "Oh, Alf, you got a shit stain on your boxers." I went, look how sick that is. And I was like walking around the changing rooms. I was like, get the fuck out of the changing rooms.
No, I played football I played loads when I was a
You just
kid.
time out the M6 with your boxes.
Honestly,
Yeah, mate.
it's because I've been sitting in fucking PE theory all day, scratching my arse.
And if you go back to
Then I'd have
episode
play
2,
football.
you'll find out that Alfie can't wipe his ass properly, so you'll know why he had a shitty ass.
You've been
You
learning
do
to wipe your
PE
bum properly
theory
now.
as well.
Yeah, I took it as an option.
Yeah,
Fucking
no, if you do
hell.
PE the GCSE, you have to do theory and practical.
Yeah, so I had to sit and learn about
Fuck
muscles and that. Yes, it was
sounds
bullshit.
boring
Because I
as
picked my options when
Yeah,
I
but
liked
if you
football.
want to do that as a career, then it's necessary to
Yeah.
know
Oh, yeah,
how the body
but it
works. Yeah, it sounds fucking
boring as
boring.
fuck.
It does sound
I
boring
only
as
picked
fuck.
it because it was like, oh, I get to fucking play football like every day.
Yeah. No, I love playing. Honestly, I still now, like, the only reason I don't play very often now is 'cause I'm old as fuck.
Yeah.
And, like, if I play football now, like, my legs take 2 days to recover. Like,
I would
fully.
love to play
I
football.
do enjoy playing.
I started playing again
I
last
just
year
hate watching
and pulled both my fucking, like, what are those muscles in your thighs?
Penises.
Legs.
Quads, yeah. Like, literally one popped, and then 2 minutes after the other one popped before I even started the game. And I played 90 minutes with. I couldn't kick, I couldn't run.
I went to where I used to work. A few of the lads were like, "Oh, do you want to all play football?" Like, they were all into football. Like, we should go play football. Just like have a kick about. Like, we'll find somewhere where we pay to play and whatnot, and do that. And it was up by fucking, was it Roll It?
Yeah, roll it, yeah.
Roll It, went Roll It and that. And like they went, "You coming?" I was like, at the time I was like, it's when I was like a lot bigger.
Yeah.
So I was like, fuck it, yeah, I'll run around. Like, if I'm shit, I'm still running around losing weight, whatnot. And like, I used to get like a little bit confident at it. And like, my mate was going, fuck. And I had the ball and I took it around someone and fucking took it around someone else. And he was going, fucking hell, go on, Jenk. And I'm fucking, but one of the managers at the place was, he was in goal. And he was pissed off that no one was taking it really seriously.
Oh, okay,
Like, it was a kick about,
Yeah.
like, fucking calm down. But he was pissed off that
I'm that guy that I always take every game seriously.
Nah, dude. I
I'm
remember
like,
when
my beach used to always say there's no such thing as a friendly. and
I
was
used
with
to
him.
I used to be good, like decent and score and that, and then like I started skating and I was like, I still like playing football, but I'm just
Yeah.
gonna take the fucking piss. So they'd be like, if we play 5-a-side, I'd be like, you're up front, or I drop back a little bit, play centre forward, and then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go defence for this game. I was like, why? You're like piss wet through. You ain't gonna fucking tackle anyone. I was like, nah, just watch. So I'm like, yo, play it back, get the ball, turn around, own goal.
Oh, really?
I scored a hat trick.
I would have taken you out myself.
I scored a hat trick of own goals.
Fucking hell, man.
My teacher came onto the Astro and was like, Alfie, get off now. Sit down now. I need to have a word with you. I was like, all right. Sat down and he was like, why are you taking it seriously? I was like, why are you acting like it's a fucking Champions League final, mate?
Nah,
It's a
every
fucking
game
kick
is.
Yeah,
about.
it's just a
Nah,
game,
for
innit?
real.
Like-
No, it's not. I'm passionate about
5-a-side.
No, I used to play 5-a-side every Thursday night, and then we moved to Fridays with like Joe, Leon, like Beast, Quatty, all of those. And I was always at the back. And I read the game because I'm not the fastest guy anymore. I'm a
Yeah.
fucking big dude. I used to be really quick when I was a kid. So I was a winger. And then got older. Go on,
Story.
your story.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, yeah, go on.
Fucking finished
Let
yet.
me finish this bit.
All right.
But I still, to this day, if I go out, But I've guys like I used to play football against you. I fucking hated playing because I was always ball and man. So you win the ball, but take the motherfucker out as well. I just because football wanted to hurt people. Like fully wanted to hurt
it's
people.
the worst when you get like someone of my build against someone of your build.
Because if you're past me, you're gone.
And it.
So my aim was just to stop you getting past me, which I always fucking did.
Yeah, I'm like a little Grealish. I am.
Yeah.
I just go down instantly.
Really? That's cool. I'll kick you while you were down there. But there's still honestly people who I meet in the pub and like, mate, I used to hate playing against you because you were fucking brutal.
Yeah, we should. Has the Peel got a football team?
Nah, mate.
I'm gonna start one.
I'm down. I reckon I've got about 2 more years left in me.
I think we should start a Peel
I'm
for
too old.
I'll play and I'll do exactly what I'm just about to say.
Go on then. Go on. Tell your story.
So the manager at the place we were working at, because he was pissed off that no one was taking it, he was like, fuck it, I'll just go in goal. So he's in the goal of the opposite team to me. Because he was pissed off that no one's taking it seriously, he was like one of them short goals. So he was leant against the goal, right, with his back in, stood in the middle of the goal with his arms crossed and his legs crossed, just leant, looking really pissed off. And I got it, and I went, and I got all the way to the front, and I fucking wellied it. It bounced straight off his shins.
That's amazing.
And I ran off. My mates fucking fell down laughing. I ran off going, fucking yeah! It was fucking funny, man.
That's amazing. I remember I played Sunday League once in my life.
Shit.
Right, because I like a drink. And back in the day, we used to go out every fucking Saturday. Like every fucking weekend, right? We'd be out. Yeah. So my mates who I used to play with on a weekend, on a Friday night, were like, we're down some players. Can you come down on Sunday and help us out? I'm like, sound. I'm going to be pissed. They're like, that's cool. So I turn up, still smashed from the night before. I got home like 3 hours before, you know what I mean? I'm fucked. Yeah. And I'm like, don't start me. Give me time to sober up. So I'm doing laps around the pitch to warm up. Throw up twice. Just because all the rum at that point, Guinness and Red Stripe and everything else is just like swirling around inside me. And they're like, cool, you going up front? I'm like, mate, I'm a defender. I'm a centre back. Don't put me up front. I'm fucking wasted up front. They're like, nah, you're going up front. Like,
you're wasted everywhere by the sound of it.
Go fuck yourself.
Well, you were wasted.
Oh, at that point, yeah.
Who used to go up front? Chris Samba. He used to go up front in like the 95th minute.
Yeah.
For Blackburn Rovers, stick Chris Samba up front.
Yeah, that was what essentially they were going for at this point.
Yeah.
You're big, you'll be fine. Yeah, just hold the ball up. Hold the ball up and pass it on to someone else.
Yeah.
But I can't see. I can see 3 of them. You know what I mean? I'm smashed.
There's only one striker as well.
I played for 10 minutes. I got booked for fouling the goalkeeper, and I flashed my ass to everyone.
Nice. Yeah.
They were like, I got subbed off. I got subbed on, and getting subbed off. Substituted.
I've got another good a glory football story from the Jenk past.
Go on then.
Right. So we played.
Everton.
Everton.
What the fuck up?
It's a random reference. Everton.
You picked the worst Merseyside team.
I don't know football.
Sex Wolf played this gig up like proper like fucking north. He was like,
oh, I know the story. Joe told. Joe's quality of football.
Yeah,
is he actually?
Honestly, Joe's really fucking good at football.
I need to have a kick about with Joe.
Honestly, I don't know. He hasn't played for years now, so I don't know if he will be still.
No, I want to get in the summer.
Dude, I'm down.
Do you remember when it was my birthday 2 years ago? We played rounders.
Yeah.
Like my ex.
That was sick. I love that.
My ex-missus took me to the skate park. I'd seen you.
Who was good at football?
Yeah, who was? He's good in goal.
Yeah.
And
we played with him a few times, didn't we?
Yeah.
Honestly, Joe is ridiculously good at football.
I want to in the summer we'll just get some cans and go.
Yeah, dude, I'm down. Honestly, Joe would take on fucking 10 people and score a worldie.
Yeah,
he's relentless. He will never stop running, and he's like you. You know, I can't go easy. He'll go in 2 foot on everyone. He's brutal. He's fucking brutal at football. But I love playing with him. I played against him as well, and I fucking hate playing against him because I've known the guys, one of my best mates for 20 years, and you think when you're playing against one of your best mates, you go easy on him. But me and Joe just we fully just see each other on the pitch. I'm gonna fuck you up. But you always got past me.
So Sex Wolf played this gig in fucking Cumbria. So he went up, and the day after the gig, we're all fucking hungover. Joe's just chatting to loads of families and stuff like that, and he's showing he's talking to his family and he's showing the kids the guitar, and then these kids run over to the van. I'm stood outside the van smoking, drinking, and they just go to open the van, and I go, "What are you doing?"
Yeah.
He went, "We're getting the drum kit out." My drum kit.
Yeah, no.
I went, no fucking chance, mate. To this little kid, he's about 7. Well, about 8.
Fuck off.
About 8 or 9. Fucking little Scottish kids, and they're going, oh, your mate said I could. I was like, it's not my mate's drum kit, it's more drum kit. And I was saying no. And then for some reason, Morv went, well, if it'll be us putting it back though, so if he puts it back, they can, and they fucked off, went over and come back and tried to get it out. Me and Joe had a bit of an argument. He went, if I was the drummer of this band, I went, well, you fucking ain't. So anyway, later on, Joe's playing football with his kids and it's just him, and he comes over to like me, Morv and Rich, and Joe in Sex Wolf it was at the time. So we ended up Sex Wolf playing about 8 Scottish children who I'd had a bit of a disliking for because of the whole drum thing. Long story short, I put a knee in the middle of this kid's back.
Fucking hell, you nearly crippled a motherfucker.
Mate, I went, oh, sorry, mate, you're right. Pulled him up and he was like, yeah, I'm all right. I went, you're right, sorry, that was an accident. Fucking 1-0, you little cunt.
I do remember I played once against, I don't know if you know, Italian football years ago, you'll know, got done for match fixing.
Yeah.
It was a huge scandal. Juventus got
I thought they would have switched sides halfway through.
I don't actually. I said yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know that.
So the guy who actually announced it, he used to play for Roma. And he played in Tamworth. He's a coach at Aston Villa now.
Okay.
Someone knew, and he came down to play with us. He was fucking amazing. He was fucking phenomenal as a football player. But like he was playing 11 aside at Rawley on the 4G pitch. And I turned and like literally knocked him out with my bicep by accident. And I was like, that thing of like, when I'm on the pitch, I'm an asshole. So I was like, yeah, stay down, bitch.
I don't give a fuck where you come from, mate.
I don't care who you are.
And just as you know, Francesco Totti.
Yeah, mate, go fuck yourself.
You're a big man.
Yeah, I fully took him
You're
out.
in Tamworth now.
Yeah, but I remember the last game I ever played before I went travelling, because like, I left to go travelling, and then when I came back, the team had just disbanded. But there was a lad, because I used to wear my hair up in a bun when I play football, and all game he was like, mate, how long did it take to grow your beard? And I was like, wait, what? Fuck off. I'm trying to play football here.
So I used to play with a lad called Harry, and me and him were like, good. He's like a Liverpool fan, like proper into football. We don't really talk to him no more, but like he used to like play up front together, and I was just like hated it. Because I was like fucking passing around the back and that, and I was like, just give me the ball and I'll fucking score a goal, innit? So we'd just like link arms and be like, ref, how much longer we got left? Like, come on now, come on. He'd be like, you two having a cup of tea, linking arms, going, how long we got left? Why don't you actually play the game? And I was like, ball came to me, goal. I was like, ref, how long?
I was an asshole. I used to grab people's dicks, staring at rasses, like honestly,
Grab his dick.
standing on their fucking feet. I was a fucking horrible player.
Anyway,
We've been talking about football long enough, man.
Speaking about football, me and Alfie want to talk about something.
do it as yours.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Which one?
Purple.
I don't need it, but it's go on.
You came in early last time.
So you try and sing it again. Oh, like this.
He's been rolling around the world, gonna tell you all about it. He's been around the world, he's gonna tell you all about it. Yeah!
We fucked that up a treat.
I told you that you came in early
The
last
worst
time.
thing is, we've laughed about this. This is a really serious thing.
Yeah.
Right. There is a Manchester United football player. He's 20 years old, 21.
Yeah, he's young, man.
His name's Mason Greenwood.
Okay.
His girlfriend has released, I think via her Instagram stories, her name is Heriot.
Barton, I think maybe.
No, it's not Barton.
Someone like Heriot, yeah.
Anyway,
Sorry, Heriot.
Yeah, that's not a great start. We can't get her name right. But she's released an audio clip of him.
Do you want to play it or not?
No.
No, it's
I
fucking
think it's
harrowing.
too, I thought about it, but it's triggering as fuck.
I was going to say, yeah, you'd have to have a trigger
It
warning
is.
for that kind of
But
thing.
to basically say what's in the clip is him
Yeah,
saying...
I'll get it up because you know Victoria Derbyshire.
Yeah, she transcribed it.
Yeah,
But it's basically him saying, get your fucking legs up. And she's like, no, I don't want to have sex. And he's like, stop being a fucking dickhead. No, stop being a twat. I want to fuck you. I'll wait for him to get it up. And yeah, essentially it's come out that he actually says to her, like,
Before we carry on, actually, it's quite heavy, so trigger warning.
Yeah.
If you don't
Yeah, this is
like this
massive
kind of
trigger
thing,
warning.
it is a big trigger warning. So you
there
can,
are chapters.
Okay,
yeah, so you can get past this if you're not, you know.
Yeah. So Victoria Derbyshire, if you know, she used to have a show on ITV. I'm not sure if she still does, news presenter or whatever. So Mason Greenwood, move your legs up, move your fucking legs up, woman. No, I don't want to have sex, man. I don't give a fuck what you want. Shut up talking to me. Stop, woman. Stop putting your dick there, man. I'm gonna fuck you, you twat, woman. I don't want to have sex with you. And then Mason Greenwood says, I don't care if you don't want to have sex with me. Do you fucking hear me? And she then put a bunch of pictures on her Instagram
with
of
like a split lip,
loads of bruises
all
down
over
her
her.
neck. It's fucking horrendous.
It's
man.
fucking
scum.
horrific. And the worst thing is the amount of people who are coming out saying like innocent until proven guilty. Like the audio
that,
file
man.
is enough.
How much more evidence do you
Like,
want?
that's it. Like this, and the thing is, this has happened. I saw a lot of people referring to Johnny Depp and Amber Heard,
Yeah.
and Neymar as well. Neymar got done.
Yeah.
Well, Neymar got accused of rape.
And Ronaldo.
Yeah. With Neymar though, the woman set up a video camera.
Yeah.
And when the whole thing came out, he was like, "No, what the fuck are you doing? You're fucking crazy. Get the fuck off me!" And left.
Yeah. Oh, okay, so his was.
Yeah, he was completely innocent.
Right.
He was completely innocent. In this situation, I can't see any scenario where Mason Greenwood was going to come out of this as innocent.
Have you seen the video of him when he was in the youth academy?
No.
So there's a video of him and when he was like 16, 17, and he like grabs his girlfriend at the time in the car and he's like, "Oh, you're gonna suck daddy's dick tonight, are you?"
You're serious?
Yeah, no, and she's like, yeah, like yeah, she's consenting in that, but it's like that's already come out about him being a little deviant,
Yeah.
which is fine if you're
In a
both
bit-
consensual, that's completely fine.
Yeah.
But
But
it's
then,
like we said earlier, sorry, like the thing is with consensual, it's you can say yes and that to
We were
someone
talking about
can
Louis
seem
CK.
consensual, but yeah.
How
But
much
like,
pressure is there to not
the
be able-
pressure, exactly. Because
yeah.
some people might just say yes because
Read the
it's
room.
the easier option than
What
starting
happens
a
if I say
fucking
no?
thing.
yeah,
What
exactly.
happens if I say no?
And look what
Exactly,
has
yeah.
happened when she
Yeah.
said no, he's carried on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the fact that he says, "Look, I asked you nicely first. I asked you politely." He says it 3 times. I
Yeah.
asked you politely. Like
What the
almost
fuck
to
does that
say,
mean?
"I asked you
Like-
politely." You said no, so
So
now I'm
you've
going to do it
gotta fucking
anyway.
do it, yeah.
Right.
No, fuck no.
Like so,
Fuck no.
it's fucking horrific.
Oh, you could have had it the nice way.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
basically, I gave you the option.
It's
As soon as
terrible,
you turn it down, then now it's happening my way.
Yeah.
And the fact that he's just like, and she's
Jesus
like
Christ.
openly saying, and don't get me wrong, I'm sure she knows, like obviously she knows she's recording.
Yeah.
So I'm sure she's
Do
very.
you know, I seen Craig Fallows put something on Twitter, and it was like, it's harrowing enough hearing the voice notes,
Yeah.
but the fact that she has got to the point where she feels like she has to record
Yeah,
it
completely.
Oh,
means
yeah, it
that
just
there's
shows that it's
100
happened
times
more
The
than
before.
worst thing
It's
is,
not
it's like,
that
had
one.
she not, no one would have believed her.
No, absolutely, yeah.
Like,
of
had she
course,
not
yeah.
came with receipts,
Yeah.
no one would believe her. The fact that she's had to prove it
Yeah.
and go through that and prove it.
And that's bad enough on its own, isn't
Completely.
it? Because it's like
Yeah.
it's got that bad that I now need to.
And the
prove to
worst thing
people
is,
that
some of these
shit's
are
happening.
backdated from 2020, and people are like, "Oh, this was years ago." Like, I don't care if it was fucking 10 years ago.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
doesn't matter
no.
regardless.
But there's
of the
no
fact that-
timestamp. I'm like, "Oh, like
No,
time has
no.
passed now, so it's okay."
No.
Like
No,
it's
it's never
fucked
okay.
up, and that
It's-
guy.
Like, even if it was 20, 30 years ago.
And I don't care if you admire someone because they're a celebrity, if they're a footballer, if they're a musician, whatever the fuck they are.
Yeah.
If they're a piece of shit, they're a piece of shit.
Absolutely.
And that dude is a fucking piece of
Absolutely.
shit.
It's heartbreaking as well because Greenwood's a striker for Man United,
Mm.
where's he number 11, and he
Giggs.
forms a strike partnership with Marcus Rashford, who is
Yeah, who's like the
who is
exact
the-
opposite.
who has done way more for kids' poverty. And I know this has nothing to do with the
No,
situation.
but it
Yeah,
shows
but
how
it's-
one dressing room and 2 people can coexist.
Yeah.
And one is absolutely
From the same
fucking
youth
trash.
academy as well, yeah.
They're like 2 years between them.
Yeah, and like I said, it's got nothing to do with the situation. I'm not trying to, but it is like United have a lot of shit to be proud of with their players.
Yeah.
They've had Rashford like doing the work of number 10 for the past 2 years and feeding hungry kids, and they've been like proud about that, and you should be. If that was
Using his
my
platform.
Yeah,
if that was my
completely,
team,
for good.
I'd be like, fuck yes.
He's
I
done
love
more
it.
than any member of government has done in the last
Yeah.
2 years.
And then you just get shit on by this
Yeah.
little cunt.
And this
it's
is
like,
no
fuck
reflection on
off.
anyone
And it
that's
ruins
No.
the reputation of the team, though,
but this
doesn't it?
isn't
Yeah.
any reflection on anyone in that squad, in that team, in that club, any other individual there. It's
Yeah.
one human being being an asshole.
So that's it. It's not a reflection on the team.
It's not
but
at all.
It will put the team
Of course
in
it
a bad
will.
light, though.
Yeah,
Of course it
definitely.
will. Of course, because they have to now
It's not fair
make
on
a
the other
stance. Like,
fucking
do they?
people. Yeah,
and
of
the
course.
problem is, like, that's a guy who's. I remember what happened to Luis Suarez when he was racist to Patrice Evra,
Yeah.
and it's like, and everyone was like sacking, but he's like at that point they sold him for 40 million.
Is that the ear biting guy?
Yeah.
But so he's a 40 million asset. So do you just cut him loose? Because
I
someone else will
remember-
get him.
Yeah.
We're in the January transfer window at the minute, and there's
Yeah.
talks of Villa maybe signing Luis Suarez.
Mm.
And I was like, fuck no. Like, please. I know that he's a big draw, and I know that he's a good
He's a
player,
racist piece of
but he's a
shit.
fucking racist cunt.
He is a racist
I
piece
don't
of
want
shit.
him anywhere near my football club.
Yeah.
And I'm proud of my football club for standing up for fucking
Yeah.
pride, and they do a lot of shit for charity, and I'm proud of my club for that. And I
Albion as
don't
well,
want-
man. Like, I'm
Yeah.
probably like we were the first team to ever field a black player in the old Division 1, and we had the first team to field 3.
Yeah.
It's a huge thing.
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah,
back
of
then,
course.
like people, I remember when I was a kid, like my brother's a Liverpool fan, and when John Barnes used to play in the 80s, he used to get
Is he
booed.
really?
Sorry,
Your brother's
Liverpool
thought
fan.
you'd have been like quite.
No, he's a die-hard Liverpool fan.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
Sure,
die-hard.
does your dad like? I know you was talking about
He's
your
an
dad.
Albion fan.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah,
is
yeah.
he like as much a fan as you are?
No, he loves Man United as well.
Okay.
So your old man does?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he has done before when they were shit.
Mm.
So like, but my old man and me as kids were United fans, and then I saw the light. And
See, I
became a West Brom fan,
think
downgrades.
like a really strange thing about football is that like I completely agree with it, but like sticking by your guns with the team.
Yeah.
I
And being
listen,
like that.
I listen
But
to
there
a
was
pod-
this geezer that I used to like I used to work with, and like he used to moan about football so much.
I remember you telling me about him before. Yeah.
I'd be like, why don't you just like not watch
Watch
it
it,
anymore?
yeah.
And he was like, what do you mean? I was like, because you obviously fucking hate it.
Yeah.
And he was like, it was the same geezer when I said to him, like, he moaned about work all the time. I was like, what you thought about
Yeah,
getting
yeah,
another
yeah.
job?
Sorry,
Do you know-
Michael Boyd.
And he was like, what? What?
Yeah,
do you mean
what,
another job?
what, yeah.
The only parallel I can draw to that is, that's like me saying, don't listen to the Ramones because Johnny Ramone's a piece of shit.
No,
And
no,
then-
no.
And then you'll
no,
be like,
no,
I can't because I love the
I
Ramones.
completely
Yeah.
agree,
Yeah.
but like, yeah.
We had this conversation before about like separating art from artists,
Yeah.
and it's the same kind of thing.
I feel like it's harder with football because the players make the team. I mean, it's
Yeah.
not the team's fault.
no, it's no one's fault, but
But,
one
like,
individual. But
Yeah.
I think I want to use the opportunity more to say, like, empowerment to her, like, massively. It's
Fuck
no
yeah.
easy thing
No,
to come out.
No.
And
She's
like,
had to publicly do it. and
Right.
There's going to be
to put
obviously
your
shit
private life
against
out in
him.
general
But-
is
Oh, yeah,
It's,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
one thing. It's one thing putting your private life out over someone that's abused you. There's another thing putting your private life out about someone that's abused you that is a fucking number 11
celebrity.
from Manchester
Yeah.
United.
Yeah.
The biggest club in the world.
Yeah.
Like, other than Real Madrid, they're arguably the biggest club in the world.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
So I don't want to go saying like, oh, she's brave for doing it because fuck.
No,
that,
but she
like,
is brave for
but-
doing it.
No, of course, but like that whole like.
Yeah,
But it
is-
shouldn't
there
be.
is-
saying you're
I
brave,
understand
but
what you're saying. It should
yeah.
be the narrative.
It should, yeah, exactly. But it just shows how bad it's got that she's had to resort to.
Doing secret voice notes and
Exactly. Yeah, 100%.
Harriet Robson.
Harriet Robson.
Yeah, I felt like shit for not knowing her name. So Harriet Robson, and genuinely credit to her, because the thing is, like, as many people who are, because on Twitter today, there's a lot of, one thing that has impressed me is the majority of people are very much like, fuck him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
yeah.
always people who are going to be like,
I had
oh,
it-
no, like, innocent until proven guilty. And shit
But the
like
thing
that.
is though, like how if people are now like being, fuck him against this guy, there wasn't a lot of people that were doing that against fucking. Was it Ronaldo?
Ronaldo, yeah.
there
no.
wasn't that many people.
I don't think there was the evidence that with Ronaldo. There was
Yeah,
with this.
there is a quite.
I
a
think
bit
with
of
this, one big thing with this is the fact that it's indisputable. Like, if you listen to it,
Yeah.
it's his voice saying,
I
I
wanted
don't
to-
give a fuck, I'm going to fuck you.
Yeah.
I don't.
It's
I
undeniable.
do think about, like, I'm not saying that in this case, but I mean, just as a rule, innocent until proven guilty should be a thing.
No, I don't think it should.
Well,
But
because
as long as if the evidence isn't there.
obviously, but obviously, a lot of people of different things have been accused of things.
Oh, no,
and said,
completely.
like, so like, I do think, like, instead of being like, he's like, obviously you can think he's done it and like, fucking all this and stuff, but there should be more of a driving factor to take it to court.
No, absolutely.
And be like,
I don't know,
instead
man.
of
No,
going,
like,
I think-
I do agree with that. Like, this is no place for us to condemn him in terms of
no.
what happens to him next.
yeah.
That's not our
But it's
decision
like
to make.
when it's hearsay, then you can say innocent until proven
But
guilty.
right,
but when there's the
evidence, right?
No,
that's
I
the
don't-
difference.
yeah,
I don't
cool.
agree.
the thing is though, whether this was
Like, if she just came out and tweeted, he's done this to me, that's your word against his word.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
agree,
a different
man.
thing.
I don't agree.
How so?
95% of women have been sexually assaulted.
Agreed.
In some
Oh,
sort
no,
of
no,
way.
yes,
No,
yes,
no,
no.
listen. The statistic for false accusations of rape is 1 in 600 cases.
yeah.
So the majority of the time, if a woman's strong enough to talk out about rape or sexual assault,
It's because
then it's
it's happening.
you fucking
Right, but
believe them.
all I
you
will
don't
say-
victim blame.
And I'm not.
Do you know,
I'm
I
not
was-
arguing
No,
that.
no,
all I'm
not
saying
at
is
all.
when someone is a celebrity, it's almost kind of like
Okay,
that's-
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand.
Like there's almost like something to gain from that. But when the evidence is there to back it up, then that's no longer the case.
Yeah.
And in this instance, it's not the case.
I had it, and it's
She's
no.
not going for clout.
No,
She's
no.
not trying to get like famous off
I
it.
was having this conversation with my mum. I can't remember how we got into the conversation. It was a while ago, and it was like about how when women are in that position where they have been abused and they don't speak out about it. My mum was like, "Well, why don't they just go to the police?" I'm like, "Because you have to think about what's going to come back on them. What they're worried about."
And not only that, like, you become the poster girl for it.
Yeah.
Like, that's
Yeah.
what you'll be known for
if
forever
someone,
now.
If someone has
And-
got to the
and-
point where
and
they go
if
to the
it-
police or out it, it's because they can't tolerate it that much anymore
Yeah.
that they've had to. But the 9 times out of 10, they'll keep quiet about it because they're worried about how it's going to come back on them.
If she didn't, like I said, if she didn't have receipts, 100% people would be like, she's full of shit. She's trying to get famous.
And that's even fucking
She's trying to get payday.
Absolutely.
That's what it would have been. But it's only because she's come with evidence, and people can't fucking deny it. And people are still trying to, though. People are still defending him, like throughout it, because they love the club or love him.
Defending him in what way?
In saying like, oh,
that could be anyone.
There's two sides to every story.
Oh, okay.
Like, context is everything.
Whether this has
blah,
happened
but
100 times or once is enough.
Yeah. Like, completely.
Yeah,
The thing is, people say, "Oh, like you're going to ruin his career." Yeah, but you've ruined her life.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. What's a fucking career?
career, man.
Like, absolutely. Fuck him. He doesn't deserve a career.
At
That's
all.
the kind of shit
At
he's been
all.
doing.
I don't think it's a matter of like, I'm a footballer.
Stop being so proud.
Yeah.
Dude, he'll come up. He'll come up as a free agent in 5 years.
Yeah, no, he will. Like 100%. It won't end his career. It won't. It won't.
He'll go.
That's unfortunate because he deserves to
He'll go
lose his
abroad or
career.
something else.
Yeah, he'll go to Italy and then or play for fucking Charlton
The thing is,
Athletic.
And he'll be
he's
swept under the carpet.
He's young. He's a high prospect. Like, he's number 11 for United. You know what I mean?
Like, if it
that's a
goes to
big
court,
thing.
where would they take that? Like, will they prosecute him for it?
Well, Benjamin Mendy from Man City recently got done for several cases of rape.
Yeah.
Ched Evans.
Ched Evans got proven.
Ched Evans was in prison for 3 years, I think.
Innocent? He got proven at the end, or was it thrown out of court?
I'm not sure. But
Who
Ched Evans
was that,
came back.
Lad who was
came
talking
back,
to
yeah.
a minor.
That was Adam Johnson.
Adam Johnson. He's
still
currently in
serving.
prison. And
He's
then
in prison
Gylfi Sigurdsson
Yeah,
for Everton, that
Everton.
came out before
Forgot
the
about
season.
that. Yeah,
Yeah, so there's a lot, man.
there is a lot.
And it goes back.
He
with-
says a lot in terms of footballers.
No, but
how many
it
there are.
goes back to what we spoke about a lot on here is anyone in position of power
Yeah,
feels like they have to.
Well, we were saying
Pop
this.
punk.
conversation earlier.
There
before.
is that. Yeah. So
Pop punk. Stop listening to
Yeah,
pop.
yeah.
You are enabling paedophiles.
Yeah.
And
No, but
shit
generally,
music.
like brand new. Like there's so many fucking bands.
Brand New came
But-
on. Like my mate that I was meant to meet last night at Turnstile went to the after show, and Brand New came on at the after show, and he tweeted like, "I wish my friends would stop singing along to Brand New
Yeah.
songs at the fucking club."
Yeah, I love brand new and had to stop listening to him.
Like we were saying before.
I never liked
before
him.
this. We were saying like there is
One new.
there is
Speaking
that
of football.
there is that position of power, but most likely if you're that kind of person to do that, you were that kind of person before. you got
Anyway,
power.
yeah, but they feel
Yeah.
like they're above
Like,
everything.
having that power gives you that drive to think that you're untouchable.
The thing is, the difference I think in this instance is she was with him before he was
in that position of power.
like when he was just a youth player, when he was a nobody, and she's
Yeah.
been with him for 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, it's got nothing to do with his ego.
From nobody,
Yeah.
a prospect, to
He's just a fucking scum.
a guy who earns 75 grand a week. But the fact that he's there on audio saying, "I don't give a fuck,"
Yeah, I mean the
I
position of
asked you
power
nicely.
probably doesn't help his ego in that point.
Yeah.
But that's not.
No, that's not football.
The
That's
accountability
just
for
yeah.
it,
You're
you
an
know.
asshole. You're just a piece of shit.
Exactly.
And I think the point of this
I'm
conversation.
just going to throw away.
Okay. Ultimately, the point of this is that if you are a girl who's ever had to endure this, I apologise for my fucking gender. There are plenty of us who are a piece of shit.
I think if a girl comes forward with this kind of information, or even a boy, because it does happen to guys,
Yeah.
but not as much as it happens to
No.
girls. So if anybody comes forward with this kind of allegation about something, don't just pass it off. Listen to what they've got to say.
Yeah.
100% listen to what they've got to
But
say.
more so
I mean,
it's-
yes, you may need certain facts, but don't fucking shit
Yeah.
over it. Like,
No, completely.
take into what they've got to say, because it takes a lot for somebody to speak
But
out
this
about
is
it.
more for the guys who. We have a lot of dudes who watch or listen.
It's a very manly
It is just 4 dudes
Yeah.
talking shit in a pub. That's what we are.
I mean, a
Tell
lot of
us
this we can't
ourselves.
say without a female counterpart.
Yeah,
speaking
we
for
can't.
themselves.
But I want to speak to the men who watch and listen. And if you hear your boys talking about this shit, call
It's
your
every
boys
man.
out.
Yeah.
It's every
It is
fucking
every
man.
man.
I don't give a fuck. When we
Yeah.
was in architects, right? Sam Carter said this thing. I'm not an architects fan, but I fucking love Sam Carter. He came out. We went to see architects when it was the height of the spiking scenario, and he was like, everyone that's here right now has that one weirdo in the WhatsApp
Yeah,
group
yeah.
that sends weird fucking videos. Talk to them.
Yeah, call
Yeah,
your boys
yeah.
out.
Everyone knows one person that's a bit of a fucking weirdo.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
like, maybe they haven't done nothing yet, but just maybe fucking
Yeah.
catch it before it happens.
Job. I mean, he kind of said this himself again. Like, our job as males is to watch out for that shit happening.
Absolutely.
Because you get that whole fucking thing where people are like, oh, not all men.
No, but
it
definitely
is
you.
Fucking,
Definitely
yeah,
you,
definitely
though.
you, and it is
No,
the
and it's
majority of men.
the people that say it's not all men are the men.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
Exactly.
We had this conversation
Like,
last week about
but
it.
it's like
not all men, but definitely you.
it's like, okay,
yeah. That's probably where I got that from. To be fair.
if you're not that guy doing that, and you're that guy saying not all men, okay, prove it.
Yeah, so people say all
But
lives
the
matter.
biggest
They
thing is- But it is, like, I cannot stress this enough. Call your boys out.
Yeah,
definitely.
absolutely.
If they make
Even if it's your
fucking rape
best friend
jokes,
from
if they make
fucking
inappropriate
20
shit.
years or from a year.
Because the problem
fuck
is,
it.
if you
Do it.
laugh, if someone makes a fucking rape joke and you laugh, then in their fucked up head, it's like, that's okay.
Yeah.
Do you
Well,
think
you said
it
this
dep-
last episode? Sorry, you said this last episode about the same thing of you with people being racist against you.
Yeah, right.
And if you laugh, that gives accountability.
Because then people think
makes
it's okay.
people think that it's okay.
This happened this week. So last week I said about I had to call a girl out, and then literally 2 days ago, a girl was like, "It was really funny when she said that and said the thing," and I'm like,
So she
"You
thought
heard
it's okay.
me give her shit for it, but you think it's okay?" And it's awkward. I was at work. It's an awkward situation where I have to call someone out, but I fucking will.
Do you want make it fucking awkward
And I
because it
did.
needs to be called out?
Absolutely. And for me, there's no situation where you should feel okay to laugh something off. That if you're uncomfortable with it, fucking
Definitely,
say I'm uncomfortable.
definitely.
That's not okay. That is not okay. That behaviour isn't okay. That joke isn't okay.
Yeah.
Be a better fucking human.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that's the thing. Like, yes, this is a celebrity case. It's a footballer. It's whatever. But this happens day to fucking day.
I feel like if you're a straight up enough person,
Can I pinch a cigarette or something?
yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. If you're a straight up enough person and people know who you are and people don't think that you're doing silly shit beyond, this is so hard for me to articulate. Jokes are jokes at the end of the day. The act of raping someone,
Yeah, I'm not
and the
comparing the
act
two.
of making a joke about that. Granted, don't fucking make rape jokes to people that you don't know, or
yeah.
racist
Don't make
jokes.
rape jokes. It makes it a lot easier.
Read the room.
True.
No, just don't make rape jokes.
Well,
Don't make pedophile jokes. Don't make rape jokes.
I'm not saying like make rape jokes in front of your
Yeah,
friends.
no, I know what you're saying, but what I'm saying is like you never know. Like you never
Yeah,
know.
yeah, absolutely.
You don't know who
Very
your fucking
true.
audience is.
We're fucking absolute fucking bestest friends that you can
Yeah,
have,
yeah.
right? And there's still
Besties.
the bestest, the most bestest ever. But there could still be something between the four of us that we haven't expressed to each other about
Absolutely,
a
of
certain
course,
thing,
yeah.
and that person could still feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But I
You know,
do
we could
feel
be
like
friends for years, and there could be something that I've not shared with any of you.
So,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it's different because going to a comedy aspect about it. There's a comedian. I forget his name, right? But there's a comedian that was starting out in the scene and started his set just like normal, like, oh, my missus was doing this last night, like that kind of shtick. And everyone's like, whatever. And then he went into a rape joke, and everyone's like, what the fuck? Like that's a bit out of nah. But then there's another comedian. I don't know their names, but I just heard this story. Who starts his set with, "So I was raping this kid the other day," and that's a horrendous thing to say, but he's already started the set on that note.
Yeah.
So it's like you're already there. And it's like Andrew Schultz. He says some fucking horrendous shit, but everyone knows that that's his thing.
The thing is that you're using stand-up comedians as an example.
Yeah, I know, but which is what I'm saying.
I'm on
like-
about conversations in the pub.
Okay, yeah, and if it's not funny, don't say it. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? If it and I'm not. Oh, it's so hard.
No,
I'm not-
I do understand.
I'm not trying to condone people
No,
fucking
I know
making
you're
jokes
not.
about
Well,
rape and
there's
that,
conflict in there because like, the thing is that we were talking about Louis C.K. earlier,
yeah.
and Louis C.K. was a guy who jerked off in front of two women, two comedians. He says he asked their permission first and jerked off on the phone to one, and again asked their permission first. And the whole argument against it, the juxtaposition, is that did they feel pressured to have to say yes?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So yes, you asked permission, but did they feel like they couldn't say no?
no.
yeah.
Don't be afraid, as you say, to call somebody out or don't react. Like we had an issue.
I think this is a big thing for dudes to say to other dudes.
Oh, of
it's a
course,
huge
yeah.
Oh
thing.
yeah.
Like I think that's why I'm trying to highlight it, because coming from other men, because if you've got that mentality, that predatory mentality, then a woman's opinion is already relevant to you.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's shit that it
Yeah,
is. It's
definitely.
shit that it is. But hearing it from another dude is important.
Yeah.
And if you are that way inclined, if you think it's funny, then fucking you need to reevaluate your shit.
Yeah.
We had a thing with a certain somebody recently where they made a racist joke, and our instant reaction
Who was
wasn't.
it? Send him my way.
I don't know if I should.
Send him my way.
I don't know if I
Nah.
should sound the podcast.
No.
But like most people, if they hear a racist joke or anything along those lines where it's just not okay to say, would just laugh it off out of awkwardness.
Yeah.
But like, and I'm not saying we're fucking, pat ourselves on the back for saying it, but we're that kind of people to say something against it anyway. And we instantly just said, that's not
Yeah, but
funny.
that's all you need.
That's not funny.
That's all. And for me, being a brown person, genuinely, I appreciate that. Because if that person then goes, wait, is that not okay? And doesn't make that joke,
Yeah.
I don't have to fucking hear
then
it.
we're not, we're not there saying, oh, it's not okay, to be like, oh, look, we said it's not okay, so we're not racist or anything. It's like you said in the last episode about like growing up, like it never popped into your mind about race or anything. You just were never anyone to see anything different, and that's how we are. So like, we're not going to be there to say, oh, we need to be the ones to say it's not okay because we're not racist or we're not sexist or anything. It's like you were just built in your mind to know that's not okay, and for that, you've got more of a right to say that it's not okay.
But I get it's awkward and difficult to call it out. So I understand
it
that.
is for most people. I don't give a fuck.
See, I don't give a fuck.
I will, like I say, whether it's a friend of 20 years or someone I will fucking say that's not okay.
You can feel malice behind a joke.
Oh,
I can hear
hard R.
I can hear the most horrendous joke ever and be like, yeah, man, funny. But I already know before the joke's been told what kind of person is telling it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to justify
saying it. And
I seem to have to feel to call out.
Sorry, the voice, man.
I feel like I have to call out homophobia a bit more than anything else.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I don't know.
Do you know?
I don't know if it's like I don't know if it's like something about me that people think they can be homophobic.
It's the
with
mustache.
me.
You
know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I get that. So why do you think it's okay to make that joke around me?
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
because you're not gay.
I don't. I don't know if I don't. I look like I'm not racist, but I look like I don't like gay people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I get
so
that.
There's a few like fucking gay. Like there was this geezer I was talking to earlier this week. I don't know him that well. Like I bumped into him, whatever. And I was telling him about the gigs this weekend, and he went, Brighton. Like I said, I'm playing Brighton. Obviously, Brighton.
It's the gay capital of England.
Exactly.
Essentially, it's known as.
And he was like, a load of guys down there. And then I was like, well spotted. And he was like, well, you know. I was like, no, I don't know. Go on, tell me.
Yeah.
And he went, well, you know, they like you, don't they? I was like, not necessarily.
Yeah. The same way you're like every fucking girl you see.
I'm not every fucking woman's cup of tea. I'm every fucking gay bloke's cup of tea.
Yeah.
I mean, the times I've been down there, there's the times I've been down there, and I have been eyed up or hit on because I love Brighton, so I go down a bit. So, and then there are gay people there that have. I've been hit on by gay guys, and it's been like.
But so I've been hit on by girls.
Thank you
We've been
very
in a relationship.
much. I'm not gay, like.
But I appreciate.
But fuck me, I'm a flat.
Yeah. Completely, yeah.
And like this one time, I got undressed with my eye with his eyes whilst walking into a pizza shop. Fuck me, no woman has ever looked at me like that.
Yeah.
I was like, oh fucking hell.
Yeah.
Jesus.
But I do think, my whole point of this is just call your boys out.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
You hang out with people who make those kind of jokes. Call it out. It's awkward.
Yeah, one
10-year
friendship has nothing on a 10-year jail sentence. For
Absolutely.
And not only that, what that person has
to go through
the rest of their fucking life.
If you're the kind of person who's going to stick by them, knowing the kind of shit that they do or say or whatever, you're just as bad.
Yeah, dude.
Because you're allowing that.
Yeah,
to
100.
As I said with the guy like at a cut, he said like about Brighton and that, and I went, well, why? And he went, well, you know, I was like, well, they don't. Like, not every gay guy is gonna fucking fancy. Yeah, if some do,
especially you. Look at
you. I'm of a niche market in the fucking anyway. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like,
but
like, I didn't really call him out as just asking why.
That's
like a kid.
That is highlighting.
But I just don't like it. Why? Because it's just not.
Yeah, but I bet he felt
I always do that. So
that.
I remember once I was working at my parents' shop a couple of years ago, and it was hot as fuck. It was like fucking 37 degrees. I'm melting like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
And a woman came up to like the counter, and she's like, "You must love this weather." I said, "Why?" "Oh, you know, because like you're Indian." I was like, bitch, I get hot too. But like, I had to jump to it.
There was me thinking that you were stood there in board shorts with a fucking surfboard on your arm.
Yeah, bro. And I'm
you
just
wanted
like,
to dig that hole, don't you?
Yeah, but I had to jump to it. I'm like, mate, I'm going to make you explain this.
Yeah.
And she knew what I was doing, and I knew what I was doing. And it just became a really, can I just buy these, please? I'm like, sorry, what did you mean? Like, why? Because I spent 3 weeks of my life in India when I was 11 on holiday.
That's the most time you've ever spent.
I'm acclimatized to this climate. I was born here.
Yeah.
I get cold, I get hot. I'm a normal person.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm fucking sweating too. Like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Shut the fuck up, you stupid.
Man, I bet people who live in India are like, fucking hell,
yeah, dude. I've been to like hot as fuck countries. Hit my button.
It's already been hot.
We've already done it.
Still on yours.
Can't have it twice.
And it's like Did you see motherfuckers snoozing in the afternoon? Like in Thailand, motherfuckers sleep because it's hot.
Oh yeah.
Like I don't care
absolutely.
what colour you are. Hot is hot.
Spain have siestas
Yeah,
because
dude,
it's too hot
as
to
fuck.
work.
Right.
Yeah.
Like it's not a thing. It's like I'm like brown, so I don't feel the heat.
No.
Bitch, I sweat too.
I'm white, I feel the cold.
Yeah, I've consistently got a thing of if it's really cold, I'm too brown for this weather. If it's really hot, I'm not brown enough for this weather. So like, I feel the heat too, man.
Yeah, maybe.
Like
Yeah,
25
man.
degrees is where I exist. That's my comfort zone.
Yeah.
Above that, 26 and plus, I'm out. Like
Skin colour and where you live has nothing to do with the
I'm out.
climate.
All it is fucking.
And it's getting hotter.
It's stopping me getting skin cancer.
It's
That's
getting
why I'm
hotter.
brown.
Yeah, well,
That's
yeah,
literally
yeah.
all it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's melanin.
Melanin.
What did I say?
Melanin. You said.
That's why I said it slowly because I was trying to get it right and I still fucked it up. It's that whiskey.
Whiskey.
Anyway, yeah, that's my point.
Yeah.
Stop being a dick. If you are a dick, don't be. Don't talk to girls anymore. If you're
Yeah.
rapey as
Call your
fuck.
boys out.
Should we?
Call your boys out.
Actually,
have you got something on your mind that's light-hearted? Because mine ain't.
I have actually. It's a funny. Well, it's funny to me because I was drunk when I come across it.
Go on,
let's go.
Which one? That one.
No, the bottom one.
Mitch Wiley, he's got a lot on his mind. What's on your mind, Mitch?
What is on my mind? So I've got a really weird brain, and I don't know if any of you guys have this or any of you guys, but
Yep.
so if something pops into my head or I hear about something, I'm into like, oh, I want to research that. I want to look into
Oh, I'm
that.
not that 100%.
Yeah, yeah.
So I was having a few whiskeys at home.
I think it's called.
Whiskies.
I think
Whiskey.
it's called access to Google.
Back to school. Yeah, yeah.
Nah,
no.
not enough people use Google. You know,
Yeah.
like tweet things that they can just easily Google.
They didn't
Yeah.
trust. Yeah, fuck
You know
off.
what I mean?
No, like I will fucking like. For example, last night I was fucking.
You were fucking.
Nice.
I was fucking. I was
Nice.
fucking my right hand. No, I was.
Aren't you left-handed?
Yeah, but
Yeah, it feels like someone else.
I tell you what, little
Did you sit on
tangent.
it first?
I'm left-handed to draw, paint, write. But
You
I'm
wank with your right
right-handed
hand?
for everything. I wank on my right hand. I wipe my arse on my right hand. I play guitar right-handed.
Really?
Yeah, it's just
Mazza.
I'm ambidextrous. Anyway, tangent over.
Wiping your ass was in that.
Oh yeah, because I do it right-handed, but I'm left-handed.
I'll do it with
James does it with
paper.
both.
I do it with paper.
Oh.
You got to get your finger up and scrape it.
You
for
wait
that,
for
innit?
Alfie's joke of the week.
Anyway,
yes.
anyway.
Yes.
Right,
Oh
so,
shit!
Yes.
I haven't got a jingle.
It's all right.
Ah,
It's all
I
right.
like it when you do that. Oh, joke of the week.
Go on, bitch.
so randomly,
Who the fuck is randomly?
Oh shit!
Brucey's brother. I fucking.
I love this podcast so much.
So, you've all heard of Benjamin Franklin.
Yes.
Yeah.
He randomly popped into my head.
That's
So I
it.
was like, you know what, I'm gonna just read into Ben Franklin. I
Have a
want to know a
little
bit.
bit
So
of a look.
for those of you who don't know who Ben Franklin is, and that's weird if you don't, he's on the $1 bill. I
And the
believe.
office.
Dollar
And
bill,
The Office.
y'all.
He's on the
Is he on
American-
Mount Rushmore?
Yeah.
No, he's not.
No,
He
he's
is,
not.
isn't he?
No, he's not.
Who
No,
is?
it's Washington.
Washington.
President
Roosevelt.
Benjamin Franklin was Benjamin Franklin a
No, because he wasn't a president.
No, there's Lincoln.
Oh yeah, he wasn't.
Lincoln, Roosevelt,
Yeah,
Washington, and
It's the one that no one cares about.
Stevie
What?
Ray Vaughan.
Yeah.
Stevie
Anyway.
Ray Vaughan.
Other white
He's
guy.
Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Other white.
Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Also, can I just say the whole thing with Mount Rushmore is that it was like a really sacred Native American
oh yeah, it's
mountain.
just the Black Hills, isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
Yeah, do you know there's a bank underneath Lincoln's
Yeah,
bottom
yeah.
lip?
Is there?
Yeah, there's a vault. There's a vault in
Okay.
there.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Ben Franklin
That's an expensive chin, man.
He's on the $1 bill. He
Dollar bill,
signed
y'all.
the fucking
Declaration of
Declaration of
Independence.
Independence. He was an inventor.
Yeah, some shit to do with kites.
He had some shit. Yeah, he discovered electricity.
That was it. Yeah, yeah.
And then the other dude.
He discovered how to harness
Yeah.
electricity. Yeah.
And he also cheated on his wife and got syphilis. So there's a lesson for you.
Nice.
Anyway,
Don't
another
cheat on
thing
your
that he
wife.
did that I found, and I think it's pretty funny, is he made a lot of books in his life, and one was called The Drinker's Dictionary.
Yeah.
Okay.
So basically,
Yeah.
he used to sit in the taverns, and he would listen to people's conversations, and specifically words that people would use for being drunk. So you know how
Okay.
we have, I'm smashed, I'm hammered.
Pissed. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And
Mortal.
keep in mind, this
Mortal.
was mortal. Yeah.
Cunted.
So this was 1720,
Rat-assed.
1730, for example. So
Fuckode.
think of how people talked back in the 1700s, right? So
Ye olde
specific
cunted.
words. Ye olde- ye olde cunted. So I'll go through some of my
Thy
favourite.
dost be shit-faced.
I'll go through some of my favourite ones. So
This is fun as fuck. I like
Yeah.
this.
Yeah, yeah.
so in A, you've got he's afflicted.
Afflicted.
Or he's casting up his accounts.
Okay.
Yeah.
Through B's, you've got drunk as a wheelbarrow.
Okay.
Yeah. He stole a man shit out of the brew.
A man shit. A man shit.
A man shit. I don't know what a man shit is, but I thought it
Man
was funny.
shit.
His head is full of bees.
Oh, that's good.
In your C's, you've got womble cropped.
You know what though? When we go out now, Jake's gonna be like, "Oh mate, my head's full of bees. We're going home." Like,
Wait, who's this? Ben Franklin.
Ben Franklin.
He's
yeah.
I'm gonna
British,
start
ain't he?
making some.
No,
No, it's American.
No, but he was a founding father, so which was British people, wasn't it?
no, he was
No,
born
no,
in
he's-
America.
His parents would have been British.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
assume.
but he
Oh,
was.
okay.
born.
I didn't know whether they emigrated from Britain. I don't know the history that well, so I didn't know whether the founding fathers were British.
They
I
may
don't know
have
to
been
America.
settlers, but the founding fathers were.
No, they're just
That's
the
what they were.
they're the founding fathers of a free America.
Yeah,
That was under colonial rule.
So basically,
There you go.
So it was after they fucked the
the
country.
first
up.
one
Well,
over
yeah, it was-
sneezed on them, gave
was
them
after
all
the fight
fucking
for
diseases. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
To
They
party.
initiate the fight for
'Cause
independence.
What was the last one that you said?
Oh fuck! What did I say?
Something wombled
Can't
with it.
remember.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That sounds like
Womble.
such a British thing to say.
It does,
like-
yeah, because of the wombles.
Yeah.
Another one which I thought was pretty good. I've lost it now. Fucking hell. A cup too much. He's had a cup too much.
I like that.
It's quite good.
We've all had a cup too much at some point.
He's been in the cellar.
Okay.
That's a good one. He's got a dish. Killed his dog is one.
Killed his dog.
Killed his
Killed
dog.
his
Dude,
dog.
there's so much stuff about a dog.
He's
and
seen the
drinking.
devil. That's one I fucking love. He's seen the devil.
He's
'Cause
seen the devil.
the
He is.
devil's in your
We
drink, innit?
often see the devil.
Oh Christ.
He's wet. He's wet both eyes because you get drunk eyes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 Yeah, yeah.
Bagels.
He's at a toad and a half for breakfast.
What the fuck?
He's in his element. That's the best
Oh,
one.
that's the
because
best one.
you are
Yeah, yeah,
definitely
yeah.
in your element. When you've had
Oh,
two.
I've
yeah.
seen Jake in his element many times.
He's been
Ain't
to
it?
France. Been to France is a good one.
Okay.
Makes no fucking sense, but yeah.
Crushing grapes.
Yeah,
Crushing
I
grapes.
presume the wine.
Crushing grapes is a good
part
one.
of it.
Actually,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
a very good one. I've not heard that. He's glad.
Yeah.
Slab.
Yeah.
Usually, yeah.
Gloatable. Had a kick in the guts.
That's
So
that's
that'd
gonna
when
be
you're
hangover.
drunk and
innit?
throwing up. Gotta be,
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah.
Fucking.
Few more, mate. Few more.
few more, and then I'll get you to do some of your own.
Okay. All right.
So haunted with evil spirits,
Nice.
Yeah.
and then I'll scroll down because I'm doing them in order. So we'll scroll down to a few. So we've got one in the S's. He's got his top gallant sours out, and the last one. Been 2-3 with Sir John Strawberry.
Sir John Strawberry.
Yeah, it'll be a cider, won't it? I
Okay.
suppose. So yeah, give
Mine
us,
would
give us one
be-
of yours.
He's licked the foot of a gypsy.
Licked the foot of a gypsy.
Yeah, yeah.
I feel like you could use any kind of describing word.
Well, that's yeah.
Go on then.
Like you could say cunted, fucked, shit-faced,
Yeah.
Mullered.
mullet.
Mullet.
Like, literally anything.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
said this
Yeah.
like about
He's
sex as
Johnson.
well.
It's what?
He's Johnsoned.
It's Johnson.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
He's
That's
Johnson.
your penis a minute, Johnson.
Yeah, yeah.
No, but this is the thing about the English language. You can say anything, and everyone already knows. Like if you say like, "Oh,
Like
oh,
he's
fucking-
utterly gazeboed.
yeah, fully."
You know, like
Yeah, yeah. No, to
fallen
be fair.
gazebo.
fucking-
Gazebos.
Yeah, falling
I
gazebo.
wouldn't ask questions. I'd be like, oh, it's fucked then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's literally you just say it in any fucking way
With the
and
right
you know
emphasis.
exactly-
I'd be
Yeah,
like-
yeah, exactly.
Mate, that geezer over there, he's shatting his paint thinner.
His pain
What the
thinner.
fuck do you mean?
It's fully
Pissed.
mustached.
Yeah.
My favourite's
Fully
rat-arsed. I like
Rat-ass.
rat-arsed.
Rat-ass, yeah.
What are you, Jenk?
Me, my favourite.
Yeah.
Fuck out. But I always
Fuck
think,
out.
Yeah.
I always think there's like, I went fuck out, I was pissed.
Pissed is a
Okay.
funny one because pissed in this country is drunk and pissed in America is angry.
Yeah.
So we said
Yeah.
to America, I was pissed. I was like, oh, what happened? I drank a lot. But why were you angry? No, I was just,
Drunk.
I was
Yeah.
fucked.
Yeah.
I licked the gypsy's foot.
Level's another one, isn't it?
Level.
He's
On a
leveled.
level.
He's on a level.
Yeah. On a level, on a steady one is
Yeah.
like a good one. Like you
Yeah.
got a buzz
Yeah.
on. But like on a level.
No,
it's
a
like-
buzz on's like a couple of beers in.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
but like
yeah.
honest, that's like steady level, innit?
Yeah,
But like
yeah.
if you're leveled,
Oh, it's
Yeah.
tipsy, innit?
yeah.
Jenk
Yeah.
drunk is my favourite though because Jenk drunk is like a pinball. He just bounces off things.
Yeah.
Like
Pinball,
literally.
that's a good one.
Like,
It's-
like,
it's-
he's-
We do
He
have
gets-
one. We do have one
Go
because
on.
I get to a certain point where I'm drunk and a buffer.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
He's
Yeah,
buffering.
yeah, he just buffer.
Jenk's
Snoop-
buffering.
Being snookered is a good one. When they've drank that fucking much and they're just stuck in a corner and they're like,
Yeah, yeah.
I'm
Oh, that's
fucking
good, that.
Yeah, I like
you're
that.
snookered.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, mint man. I didn't
Yeah.
know he wrote that. That's
Yeah,
sick.
no, it-
Proper British that is.
It is very fucking British, isn't it?
Yeah.
Twatted.
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 Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
that
Any
is.
kind of swear word
I
with
was
an ed
twatted.
at the end of
Yeah,
it.
cunted.
works.
Yeah.
Cunted.
Yeah.
Bollocks, though.
fucked.
Bollocks.
Bollocks.
Well, that's a
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
brilliant one.
Bollocksed.
Utterly bollocks.
I think bollocks means more tired though.
Yeah.
No, fucking bollocks.
Yeah, but if you say bollocks, you can be
Wanked,
tired
also
and drunk.
wankage, yeah, no, wanked's the biggest one.
classic.
Wanked's the biggest one.
It's a British classic.
Arsehold.
Arsehole,
Yeah. See, anything with an ED.
Any swear word around it, like
Yeah. Shitted.
shitted,
Shit-faced.
shit face.
Man,
Yeah,
absolutely
yeah.
shitted.
That's just you shitting yourself. I'm shat.
We've all been there. To be fair, we haven't been out and drunk,
one of my
collectively
favourite
drunk for a minute.
One of my favourite ones is
Pie face.
how'd you feel? Like when you've been hungover, like, oh mate, I feel like a fucking smashed crab.
Smashed crab.
I feel like a kicked
Oh,
shit.
hungover terms are completely different to drunk terms.
Oh, yeah,
Got a mouth like Gandhi's flip flop.
Yeah. Well, mate, hangover. That's the thing. So me and Barney had this on our podcast. We went to Germany and she brought breaded salt sticks.
Okay, yeah.
And we were both thirsty and hungry, and that's what her choice was, like pretzel fucking salt sticks.
Fuck that.
And
No, salt's good though when you're hungover.
No,
Yeah,
it's
we
not
weren't
like
hungover, we were just
dehydration.
fucking
No,
tired.
not for the dehydration part, but you're replacing the salt that you've lost.
Oh yeah. That's why full English
Like,
makes you like.
Pom bears is a fucking good thing to eat.
I only found out a full English on Thursday. I was with them, and we were talking about haggis,
Yeah.
and I didn't know black pudding was a staple of full English.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't
we
know
know
that.
Black pudding's fucking vile.
Before
I've
we
never
get
had it.
too far away from the words for like, saying about how you feel when you, I walked with me and Mog had been out the night before, we were hanging out together the day after, and I say, mate, I feel like a fucking turd in a George Foreman. And he turned to me and he went, I feel like a sleepy puppy.
They're very different things.
Yeah.
They're very different things.
I
It's the end of the
It's
spectrum, isn't it?
I like that, Mitch. That was good. That
Mitch,
was
what's yours?
Yeah, gazebo. I like gazebo.
Gazebo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fallen
It's just so
gazebo.
fucking fallen
See,
gazebo.
wait,
We're
no,
bringing
no
that
one
back when
has
we go
said,
trees.
no one has said trolleyed.
Trolleys.
Oh my god.
Trolley's
yeah,
a classic.
Trolleys.
Did I say? Have we told that story on a podcast before?
I don't know, but let's tell it again.
Okay, so
'cause it's funny.
me and Mitch have a covers band that no one knows about
Okay, no, you haven't told
Yeah.
this.
Okay.
I don't think I've
called Fallen Gazebo.
Give the context as to why.
Okay.
Definitely
so-
didn't know.
We went to 2000 Trees Festival in like
2019.
2019.
How many trees were there?
It was
about 10.
2000. Do you know what? I really want Stereophonics to play. So then they play 1,000 Trees. It's
Oh yeah.
2,000 trees.
I tell you what, little tangent. Have you heard their new song?
Nah.
It's the most stereophonic song they've ever fucking
Every
brought out.
stereophonic song.
Stereophonics is 1,000 trees, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so me and
Welsh
Luke,
wizards,
me and Luke
yeah.
Watson, the not good Guinness advisor,
The lying fucking cunt.
That guy.
went to the silent disco with a bottle of wine, drank the bottle of wine, got smashed, and then walked back to the camp. And 2,000 Trees is like a really small sort of hardcore festival
Yeah, so
And,
all the campsites are on the doorstep of the
arena, and
arenas.
you can take your beers in. It's like quite
Oh,
small.
cool, okay.
There's only a couple thousand people
Yeah,
there.
if you're on the edge, you can watch. The
Yeah, you
stage.
can watch
The
the
guitarist
stage.
from you too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if you're like-
on him.
if you're
If you
sat on the
stood on
edge,
his chest, you're doing everyone a favour by watching any band.
but
I won't have that said about you two on this podcast.
I think like a bunch of us went, and then them lot all went. It was me and Luke, and we drank this bottle of wine in the silent disco, and then we walked back to the camp, and we seen like a camping table, and I suplexed Luke through it, like just some random geezer's camping table, and then we took the broken table to our camp and wrote "Sorry, lol, love Luke and Alf," and then put like half of it back in their camp.
left the legs in our camp.
Yeah, and then went back to the silent disco, got even more shit faced, and I brought a gazebo to this festival. Like, I was like, yeah, loads of us going. I'll bring a gazebo. We'll all sit under the gazebo.
So whilst you were at that second half of the silent disco, I was asleep in my tent, and all I hear was
Again.
You heard the story about the weekend I had,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Go on. Crack on. Crack on.
Whilst he's done his fucking broken table shit and he's gone off back to the silent disco, I'm trying to sleep in my tent, and I just hear some fucking rowdiness. I'm like, that's not them. I don't recognise those voices. So I hear some kicking off, and I can't get on my tent. My zip is fucking broken at this point, so I'm trying to get out. And there's all this commotion I can hear outside. It's like people like, who's fucking broke our tent? And if it was like Jack and JJ and that were like,
Yeah.
oh, it weren't us. I don't know what the fuck you're on about. Like, I was like, well, there's the legs. I'm like, mate, we haven't got a fucking clue. It diffuses. It goes back. They go back, sorry. And then we're like, right, we'll leave it at that. Literally like 20 minutes later, they come back with more people. And I managed to fucking get out this time. And I'm like, right, what's going on? And they're like, well, someone's broke our table. Here's the legs of the tent, so we're going to fuck your gazebo up. So they start fucking smashing down this gazebo.
It's your gazebo.
Which is his
my
gazebo.
gazebo, yeah.
Starting on everyone, like, give us your fucking phones, like, trying to rob us and shit. I'm like, mate, we haven't got a fucking clue what's going on. Like, well, fucking sort out
That's
in the
where
morning.
you meet at festivals, go and headbutt someone.
No, literally, it was like where you camped, like just over there. It's like, okay, look, we don't know what's going on. Diffuse it. We'll talk about it in the morning, sort of thing. They weren't letting it go. Eventually, they fucked off. They come back.
Me and Luke come back, yeah. So me and Luke come back after our second stint at the Silent Disco with another bottle of wine. We walk in and my gazebo's smashed. And this whole weekend, I've been making this joke about the gazebo, like, fucking £12.50 that cost me. Don't touch it. It's a lot of money.
And someone smashed it.
And I'll get back to the tent. There's the gazebo's fucking everywhere. Yeah. And I'll walk in. I'm like, who the fuck has touched my gazebo? And then you and Reese get out of the tent. They're like, dude, these people came round and like said that we fucking ruined their table. And they just started smashing our shit and said that they're going to rob us. And I was like, what table was it? And I was like, I don't know, but the legs are there. Me and Luke looked at each other and was like, yeah.
Oh, shit.
About that, mate. I might have put Luke through that table and then walked off and just left the shit with you guys. And then we woke up, we just like laughed it off a little bit. I had a little nap.
It caused one of our mates to have a fucking panic attack.
Because you said like, they said that I was going to come back and raid us. So I was like a bit like,
I'll be ready, man.
I'll stay awake and I'm ready for it.
Oh, we did. We just fucking waited up ready for it.
And then we got like, we're just like, right, we're waiting for these geezers to come and raid us. Might as well have a few beers.
Did they?
No. But we had these beers like waiting for them to come back, and then was like, they're not coming back. Fuck it. It was like 4 a.m, and me and Mitch like got these snapped gazebo poles, and I started like drumming on the broken table and the broken gazebo, like killing in the name. And Mitch was doing the same thing, and we started doing killing the name of. And at Trees, there's like a little pallet stage on every campsite. So if you brought like an acoustic guitar, you can do a little set.
Yeah.
So we was like, let's
drag. Where was it? It was the Frank Turner one, weren't it?
Yeah. So Frank Turner
just been to 2002.
It's sick.
Frank Turner.
Dude, the lineup for this year is immense.
Yeah.
Go on,
it's
then.
so good.
Yeah.
And we went to
Forest is there.
I really want to go to Rebellion.
Forest, Idols, and Turnstile, and Jimmy Eat World. And so we went.
Yeah, Jimmy Eat World.
Yeah, no, fuck that.
You had me there. Fucking Jesus, dude.
We was like, let's
you don't fucking know, mate.
Dinosaur Pilot.
I'll go get drunk in the field and start a fight.
Yeah, so we went, was like, Frank Turner's just finished. There's going to be a crowd around there. So let's take these fallen gazebo bits and do this Killing the Name cover
we had
in front of this crowd.
A bucket, a wheelbarrow, and the gazebo poles.
And this knackered gazebo. Yeah. So then we was like, we can't get to the stage, so we'll set up here and hope that a crowd comes. And we started playing Killing the Name again.
Where we were playing was where the guys from the fucking
table.
Because like at that same night, what they'd done, the reason why they didn't come back is because they'd gone back, packed up their shit and left.
Oh, really?
So they might have been leaving that night anyway.
They're really sad about their table.
It was either they were pissed off and left or they were leaving anyway. But we went back and you were like, this is exactly where we just fucking started shit from. So we decided to set up our band with fucking all the broken shit from where they were just camping.
Honestly, I don't know whether it's just because it was both pissed, but it sounded good the first time we did
it sounded wicked.
So you have to accept as well, going to a festival that things are going to get destroyed.
No, but it's not one of them kind of festivals.
No, it's not. Every festival it's in Cheltenham for starters.
No, dude, we was the rowdy ones at that whole festival.
I've no doubt of that.
And we started playing.
I'm looking at you. I want to clarify, if you weren't there, he'd been chill as fuck.
Oh yeah, fully. But we started playing and this geezer came out of his tent and was like, do you want to shut the fuck up? And we was like, mate, it's a festival, what do you expect?
This is our first gig.
Yeah. And he was like, what are you even doing? I was like, playing Killing the Name, do you not like it? And he's like, no, I'm trying to get to sleep and Missy's got work in the morning. I was like, mate, you're at a festival, fuck off.
Fuck that.
And then he went back in and was like, nah, should we like pack up and go back? And we were like, yeah. So then I got Mitch in the wheelbarrow, left all this shit there, and we're singing Country Road Take Me Home the whole way back.
And there's a crowd behind us, we're just leaving the Silent Disco, and they were fucking all singing it with us.
So like, our planned gig that we practiced once for Rage never worked, but then we sang Country Road Take Me Home, and the whole crowd got fucked.
That's quality. Yeah, now festivals, man, you gotta go with the willingness of like fucking chaos.
Now, dude, on the last night, we had like our mate Tom Heathcote brought a freezer bag full of bacon, a frying pan, and nothing else.
It was a whole ice box.
Yeah, an ice box full of meat, a frying pan, a gas hob.
I never get motherfuckers that come that prep for a festival.
No clothes.
He bought that, a load of meat, a frying pan, a gas hob, and a first aid kit. No clothes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So any shirt that he was wearing the next day, he bought.
At the festival.
And Reese cut his head open and was like, "Oh, get the first aid kit out."
Which was
nothing
my
in there.
fault.
Oh, really?
Basically, we found a frisbee. And we were throwing it at each other. And then we took the frisbee down to a hill because obviously you can't really play frisbee around the tennis. And we took the gazebo poles and we were javelling with each other with the sticks.
We were going like whoosh at each other, like throwing them.
But like being gentle, but it was kind of like, here's a frisbee. Psych, here's a fucking gazebo
sharp pole. Gazebo pole.
I can't throw frisbee for shit, right? And I can't throw javelin poles either. And I was like, right, I'm gonna psych him out with this. So I fucking threw the frisbee. It landed towards his feet. As I threw the javelin pole, the fucking gazebo pole.
Yeah.
He stood up and it hit him right in
Oh,
the fucking side of his
shit.
head.
Like split his head open.
Split his fucking head
It was
open.
your
Fucking
first
hell,
aid.
man.
So like the last, Alice took a disposable camera. On the last day, it's just Reese sitting in the camp with a beer with a massive
bandage.
plaster on his
Fucking
head.
hell, man. Other thing is, every festival I've been to with Hoo Ha.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
And Hoo Ha's chaos
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
incarnate. You know what I mean? But the first download we went to was 2009 because Feathermore were headlining, and I remember it was like 4 a.m. and there's me, Hoo Ha, Joe, and Tim, who's Joe's dad.
Yeah.
Like fuckoed, like fully smashed, and Hoo Ha's just ass naked with and Lewis is there as well. Lewis has got an army helmet attached to a belt around his dick, but butt naked than that. And Lewis is a fat man.
Yeah.
So there's a fucking fat bald dude running around with an army helmet on, Hoo Ha with his dick out, putting it in random people's tents, going, "You will never get this."
Fucking hell.
And the amount of people trying to kick off, I'm like, mate, we're at a festival. Like, people are trying to sleep. I'm like,
Yeah.
well, don't come to a festival.
Remember
Get a
when
fucking hotel.
he got completely naked and he was doing cartwheels?
Yeah.
And then he stopped doing
With white socks,
cartwheels.
though. He was naked
Yeah.
apart from like the whitest socks in the
White
world.
Dude, that download that we went to, it was like muddy as fuck.
Yeah,
wasn't it?
yeah, it was like
And then
chaos, man.
Who I like had wellies on all weekend, and he's like, I can't wear these wellies no more. So he took his wellies off. His feet were steaming.
Yeah, yeah.
And like, he went back to his car to put his trainers on. Came back. He's like, I've got my trainers on, comfy as fuck now. I was like, dude, we're going to go watch Slipknot.
Yeah,
And he like
yeah.
walked through the mud in his
These beat up
trainers.
bands.
Yeah, and he had this umbrella, and he was like walking with the
Yeah,
umbrella,
yeah.
just so he didn't get his fucking
Yeah.
shoes muddy.
Dude, honestly, like, if you don't know Hoo Ha, find him and go to a festival with him.
Yeah.
the next podcast that I'm not on, he'll be.
Yeah. I think being naked at a festival is a staple thing, though, because
Where you fucking going?
Where you going now?
Fuck
I've got
it.
plans, man.
You're a part-timer, honestly.
No, I'd just do shit.
Who's honestly?
So at
I'll do shit.
Trees, there was 2 separate times where me and Watson both walked out of our tent completely naked, just with our shoes on. Full American Psycho in it.
Yeah, dude. Remember when we got there, right? So we got to Trees, and I'm a dick anyway. But if I go to a festival, I'm like ultra dick.
Yeah.
And there was one slice of bread on the floor. It was like, we're gonna piss on that all weekend. That's the piss
And that
bread.
was the piss bread.
And I was like, I'm
Yeah.
gonna eat that on the last day. I'm
Oh,
gonna eat it.
dude, did you?
Well, no, because there was nothing left of the bread.
What he did instead
The
was
piss
drank
disintegrated
a
it.
mixture, like a cocktail of everybody's piss.
Everybody's piss. I drank it.
Turns
And
out
claimed that it was
piss,
spicy.
bread acid.
White people are fucking weird, man.
Watson drank. We got a bottle of water, and I fucking, with my badonkadonk, fucking arched my back.
That's an ass as well.
poured
On the
water
third day of a festival.
down my third day of a festival. Poured water down my back through my crack like a faucet, and Watson was beneath drinking
Oh,
water
dude,
out of it.
nah.
Oh
No,
my
straight up,
God.
I love all of you, but not that
The
much.
first time I met you, I drank out your ex-missus'
Yeah,
shoe,
yeah, you did, yeah.
and I got a tenner for it. So who's the real winner?
You?
And you vlogged it. And I was like,
Yeah,
who's
yeah.
this geezer
I'll roll
filming
the
me?
footage again, man. But like, yeah, that was fucked up. But that's what I'm saying. White people do weird shit. I ain't doing that.
Anyway,
Anyway.
you're just missing out.
Let me
You're
bring.
missing out, man.
You're gonna get heavy again.
I'm gonna bring the tone down.
Do it, man.
Oh,
It's a
It's
shoe.
heavy.
It's a shoe.
Which one's mine?
It's the second one.
This one.
Yeah. It always has been.
Oh, don't press the
for
button.
fucking ages.
Top turn!
Before you continue, I just want to say I love how you use that for wills.
Will.
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 There it is. It's here.
Will.
Top turn!
Nice.
I love
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Sorry, I'll carry on.
mine was going to be Mason Greenwood, but we've already covered it. And on the way here, I had the radio on, and it is the 50th anniversary of Bloody Sunday, which happened in Ireland, which was when I don't know a lot about it.
Is that the IRA?
No, it's when they tried to. It's when the English soldiers came over and they killed 13 innocent Irish men and women, people.
For what reason?
For when they was coming over to Ireland, and then that's why there's Northern Ireland and there's Ireland. It was that.
So was
conflict.
it England still trying to claim?
Yeah, and it weren't that. It was 50 years ago, innit? And
Is it the north that's part of the no? It's
yeah,
the south.
Northern
North.
Ireland
Yeah,
is part
North,
of the UK.
North.
So South is Republic of Ireland.
Yeah.
North is Northern Ireland.
Is
And
that
that's
where you
what-
get the IRA?
That's what the conflicts were about. Was about
It's
the separation.
Protestants,
Right, okay.
Catholics, it's a whole
right,
thing.
right.
And it's the 50th anniversary, and 13 innocent Irish people died from
were they-
English troops.
Was it like wrong? Well, I say wrong place, wrong time. No, were they just caught up in the action, or was it?
There was a lot of
deliberate?
protests going on. The IRA, like as we all know, the IRA are a fucking horrendous terrorist organisation now. But when they started, they had
That caused
it was we want the island. We were fighting for Ireland.
They weren't terrorists at the start, were they?
No, it's
protest.
It happens with every you get opportunistic wankers. Like it's happened with
Who
Antifa.
take over.
Yeah, so like, I was all for Antifa when they started, but now it's like you get these opportunistic wankers who just want to throw bricks.
Antifa are a couple of things away from being a terrorist group themselves.
Well, if you're far left or far right to any degree, if you're too far on one. When I did the protest in the Castle Grounds a few years ago, Lombardy, for the pro-refugee thing, and some Antifa guys came down trying to like cause shit, and I literally had to square up to one and go like, "This is our thing.
Well, the thing is,
we're doing it peacefully. If you want to do your own thing, do your own thing, but do not come here trying to infiltrate this shit."
You're in the same boat.
Yeah,
I'm all for kicking the fucking races in the head.
Well, exactly.
Dude,
but they're trying to take it too far.
Always punching Nazi.
But sorry, continue.
And the one thing that struck me, and the whole thing is horrendous, but the one thing that struck me most was that there's vigils and marches happening in Derry now for the 50th anniversary, and all these innocent Irish people died. But on the radio, they're still calling it Londonderry, because when we took over, they changed the name from Derry to Londonderry.
Yeah.
So when the British colonised,
yeah.
And on the radio, it was like there's been marches in Londonderry, and I seen a video not long ago about an English guy walking around Derry, and it was like asking people on the street, like, "I'm sorry, I'm from England. Should I call it Londonderry?" Because that's what it's classed as now. Legally, it's called Londonderry. But no one there calls it that.
Okay.
People call it Derry because they don't want to fucking know nothing to do with the British.
Rightly so. It's their own country. I get it.
So there's a geezer walking around saying, "I'm really sorry to stop you in the street, but
you just want to make sure you sound the right
bar.
thing." Yeah.
Do I say Londonderry or Derry?" And I was like, "If you go into like a post office post to parcel, it's Londonderry. If you're going anywhere else, it's Derry. Anyone here should call it Londonderry. Fucking run, because it's like that. You're going against everything. Look, innocent people have died because of the name that has been put on this town.
Yeah, I get that.
And it's just the fact that Radio 1 tried to do this big fucking nice awareness thing, like this happened, innocent people died in Londonderry, and I was like, oh come on man, like this is
the thing is to say to an awareness upon it.
You broke one rule there.
Yeah, you're just opposing the whole fucking argument.
I had no idea about it.
See,
it shows how little it's.
The only reason I know about it is because of you two.
Pull it aside.
Yeah.
Oh well,
Sunday was about it.
I never knew a fucking thing about it.
I don't know much about the conflicts happening in Ireland. Like my missus knows a lot in it, but I don't know. I've always been brought up with, I'm English, and I'm born in the fucking middle of England. So I've always been brought up with Londonderry, Northern Ireland, Ireland. There's a reason for that. I don't really know why. But then you actually look into what happened. It was fucking horrendous, man. It was all just this big. Look, it's come off the back of ancient English colonisation. We'll go to Africa and we'll go to India and rape them and take all their tea, or we'll go to Africa, rape them and take all their materials. Like what's happened for the past fucking 500 years, still happened 50 years ago with the country that's closest to us.
Yeah.
So you were saying about James McLean, he doesn't wear a poppy.
Oh, yeah.
Because he doesn't wear a poppy on his football shirt because he doesn't want to represent British soldiers killing his own.
Fair enough.
And that's completely fair, but he still gets stick for it.
Where's he from?
He's from Ireland.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's true. And there is still a resentment from Northern Irish people who are our generation, who have been brought up when it has been separated, who have a British ideology, and there's people from the Republic of Ireland who have an Irish ideology. So there's still a slight conflict between Northern and Southern Ireland, which is where the IRA is still coming into it.
And the funny thing is, if people were to go to Ireland to visit Ireland, you're more than likely to visit the Republic of Ireland than you are Northern Ireland.
Yeah, I mean, I went to Dublin and did a walking tour, and like the guy who was hosting the walking tour was a comedian. But like the amount he talked about, like the potato famine, which I'd always made fun of ignorantly, like why didn't you eat carrots? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then it's explained to you, it's like, oh fuck, like like.
Have you been to the prison? Was it called the Kill?
No, I walked past it. We didn't go in it.
Yeah, like that. I went in there and they had like a tour around, like, and there was like small cells where they would just bunch so many people in that they could fit in, and that was like during like the potato famine era, because there was like, these were a group of people who were like trying to feed people. Yeah. Because it was to do with the. I think Britain had taken most of their food away. Yeah, and then all of a sudden turned around.
Honestly, I honestly had such an ignorant.
And then all of a sudden turned around and was like, "Oh, here's some food. We're the good people now." So you took the food away in the fucking first place.
Yeah, said this to India. Like that's the whole thing with Churchill. Was like he used to take the rice from India and ship it out to other countries, to other colonized countries that were still under British rulership, because he was like, kill them off.
Yeah, people look at India and people look at a place like I don't want to compare India to Ireland. Ireland's quite a gentrified place, but and India really isn't. But like people that look at it for a capitalist sort of
Yeah.
like, look at India now. There's mansions and there's bustling cities and that. It's like underneath the mansions, there's still slums.
Squalor, yeah.
Like, it's awful.
yeah.
Fuck
Yeah.
me. You can like from your back if you live in a mansion.
If
in
one out of
fucking
100
Delhi,
people fucking prosper in that situation, then it doesn't mean it's a positive situation.
no, but
Yeah.
that in a capitalist view, they're like,
No,
what, if one
completely.
person's making billions, then it's great.
Yeah, it works.
But like millions of people aren't even making a
Yeah,
penny
yeah.
a day,
Yeah.
and it's like you look out your bedroom window if you live in a fucking mansion in Delhi, and you look down. There's literally miles and
Slums.
miles of slums.
Yeah,
It's-
like I've been to India and it is like, and those countries like Brazil's the same.
Yeah,
and
the
like, there's so
favelas,
many countries.
yeah.
Yeah, where you're literally fucking US, like LA's the same. In LA, Beverly Hills is literally situated in between two essentially slums.
Yeah.
Like, for that country, like either side of it is just homeless people and squalor and fucking like. But you'll drive through, and I'm like, I remember being there and driving through it, and being like, how can you be a celebrity living here? And having to go anywhere, you've got to drive past poverty,
yeah.
like insane levels of poverty as well, and that kind of heat as well. Like the people just living under like freeways and like it's fully just like tented up, like cities
Yeah.
and people living there because, but next to the richest people in the fucking country.
So I'm not from Ireland, as you know, so I don't know the ins and outs. But from going to Dublin and around Republic of Ireland, and from what I can see, is Republic of Ireland are prospering more than Northern Ireland being a part of our rule, if you will, you know.
Yeah.
Because
Like,
Republic of
'cause
Ireland have got the
the thing
freedom
is,
to look
Northern
after
Ireland
their
are kind of
country.
fucked because they get like the loose end of everything.
Yeah, they're
They
ruled
do,
by the
they absolutely
DUP
do.
as well, which is
Yeah.
a fucking horrendous organisation. But
Yeah,
I
really are.
wish I would have researched it more. I literally just put the radio on the way here,
Yeah.
and like I want to learn more about the
But
conflicts
still,
in
even
Ireland.
like the fact that if anyone goes away and researches it afterwards, then it's
yeah. But
serves
you've
a
done your
purpose.
part.
this is something that's like so medieval. Like, let's go just rape this land of everything that we know and then claim it as ours. And they only managed to get Northern Ireland.
Yeah.
And it happened 50 years ago. There's
was gonna
people.
say,
There's
yeah,
people
it's-
alive now
Yeah.
that fought in them
50
wars.
years is fuck all,
Yeah, it's
really.
fuck all.
isn't it?
There's people. There's
Absolutely.
people alive now that fought in them wars that are still working.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's fucked, and the whole thing is.
Well, it's
fucked.
kind of like they fought them wars. Now looking back at it and thinking, what the? It didn't feel like it was worth anything.
No, I want
Well,
to.
That's
got to
why
show
there's
for it.
one big thing with like, you know, the whole Make America Great Again.
Yeah.
Like Britain had the same kind of thing where it was like, you know, like Boris Johnson had that whole that narrative of like making Britain British and stuff like that. But the thing is, Britain was built on colonization. We saw the wealth and infrastructure from other countries, which enabled us to have the prosperity that we have now.
Yeah.
The reason we're such a successful country is because we fucked over every other country, like
Yeah.
1/3 of the world. And we can't do that anymore.
No.
So we can't ever get back to that position we were in.
Yeah.
So as much as people want to harp back to, and like same with America, they were built on slavery. Like it was built
Yeah.
for free. That's why they're prospered. That's why they're such a superpower.
You should. I think really we should let these countries just have their fucking countries back.
Dude, I want to
Let-
just say.
let Scotland have fucking Scotland again.
Well,
let
well,
Wales
they had a
have
referendum
Wales.
for it and chose against it.
Yeah.
Which
I wanna-
is ridiculous that they did.
So Graham Chatton, the lead singer from Fontaines DC,
Yeah.
an Irish band, put a few bits on his Instagram story, and he put all the people that died. So
They are from Dublin, by the way.
Yeah.
Send me
so
those
it's
after I'll put them in the
Patrick
links.
Doherty, Gerald Don. I'm not Irish in it. Gerald Donaghy, John Duddy, Hugh Gilmore, Michael Kelly, Michael McDade, Kevin McElhenney, Bernard McQueen, McElhenney, Gerard McKinney, and then the names for the next five aren't on there. And then there was another slide that says there is no British justice, and then another slide which is it looks like a rugby game. 30th of the 3rd, 1972, the day that innocents died. So that's when British soldiers went over to Ireland, killed 13 people for no fucking reason, in the name of colonisation, in the name of we're England, we once owned a third of the world, we can still fucking do that.
But again, were those 13 people caught in the crossfire, or was it?
I'm not sure, dude. I can imagine so.
Yeah.
But
still,
even so,
even to be,
yeah.
If
Rather
there were
than
soldiers,
targeted.
fuck off.
Yeah.
Fuck
Yeah.
off from our country. Like, fuck off.
Absolutely.
We're fine. And we can trade. That's cool.
Yeah,
you don't have
yeah.
to come over and fucking make it UK.
But that's the thing is, because the Britain, after the Roman Empire, were the biggest fucking empire, weren't they?
Yeah.
And even now, like, people in that hierarchy still have that thing about them that they still want to fucking
No, it's
rule the world.
institutionalized. No, completely. Like when you grow up in a culture where you have been superior and you lose that power,
You don't want to lose that power.
Absolutely.
But you know what?
That's where
You'll do better as a country just looking after yourself.
Well, the thing is, the world's different now. Like, it is different. Like,
put more of your money and your efforts into your own country and stop.
It's not even that. I think the problem is we've never been as linked up and attached to the rest of the world as we are now, right? Like, with trade, with the internet, with everything else. Like, it's no longer about global, like a single, like, country globalizing a planet. I mean, it's going to happen with China. Like, in 20 years, China will be the superpower.
Yeah.
And they're doing it. It's a thing called the BRI, it's Belt and Road Initiative, where they're taking over the old ancient Silk Road, and they're linking up all these countries and putting them in massive debt to take over. They will, like, literally in 20 years, China will be the most powerful country in the world. And we know it's happening and doing fuck all about it.
Well, there's currently a conflict in Hong Kong, isn't there? Because China are trying to claim Hong Kong back, aren't they?
Yeah.
But then...
Well, no, they have. So with Hong Kong in
19...
In 97, the lease that we had, the British, for Hong Kong ended. So Thatcher, for all the bad that she did, credit to her, the only thing she ever did good
was give it back to the people.
No, well, she had to give it back, but she said you have 50 years of, before you claim it as yours, they have to have a transitional period because they're a democracy, whereas you're a...
dictatorship.
Yeah, essentially. Like, you're communist, they have democracy, so you have to give them 50 years, which ends in 2047, to kind of work to your ideology. But as soon as China realised they didn't need Hong Kong anymore financially, they're like, well, fuck it, we'll get it back because we can have it back.
Yeah.
So now all the news, all the TV shows are in Mandarin, which it wasn't before because Hong Kong have their own language.
Yeah.
But they're imposing their own social
structure.
That whiskey has kicked.
They're planting the seeds.
Yeah,
there was a thing.
And that's
last
why.
Year
so
or
the
year
reason
before?
it started. Sorry, just quickly. The reason it started was because a guy went to Taiwan with his girlfriend, murdered her there, came back, and they didn't have an extradition program, so they agreed one between Hong Kong and Thailand, and China were like, we want in on that. We now want, if anyone commits a crime in Hong Kong, extradite them to China so we can
deal with them.
Try them, but they never got seen again. So if you go to China under extradition, you're just off the face of the planet.
Can I say something that's going to sound really fucking stupid and close-minded, right? I am Scottish, basically. My nan's Scottish.
Yeah.
I don't know fuck all about why Scotland's in the UK. Braveheart, that's about fucking Scotland versus England, isn't it?
Yeah.
And is that the reason why Scotland is now part of the UK? I know Braveheart's fucking fiction, but it is.
It's true
based on a true story, but
kind of,
it's Hollywooded up.
You don't hear about the Scotland versus England conflict.
It's more. I think it's more to do with Robert the Bruce than it ever was done.
That was Outlaw King with Chris Pine. That was a film about that.
Okay.
And William Wallace was
because Braveheart was also what Robert the Bruce was called. Braveheart was never William Wallace's name.
William Wallace he was a nobleman as well.
Yeah.
He wasn't a like
a farmer's kid.
So that's the same sort of conflicts that happened in Ireland 50 years ago, but a couple of hundred years ago.
Yeah.
That's why Scotland is part of the UK. Yeah. Okay. That's all I wanted to know.
Like
I should know that, innit? But
it's
it's not. The thing is, in this country, like our education.
No, I'm brought up in fucking England. I'm told that we're the best ever.
Right, that's what I was about to say. Like, apologies for the term, but it's whitewashed.
Yeah,
it is
100%.
our education. Like when it wasn't until I travelled abroad and met Australians and stuff like that, and they talk about Australia Day, which is when they got freedom from us.
Yeah, Australia was a prison?
Yeah, essentially.
Extradited.
Yeah.
What a prison!
It was between.
I hate it. Yeah, go over there and go out. There's loads of fucking lovely wildlife. Everything's beautiful.
Yeah, because
there's loads of shit that might kill you.
It was also a bunch of Aborigines. It is their land.
Yeah.
But fuck them. They don't mind the
secondary. It's because it was a working country. What they did is they took the prisoners over to Australia so they could build civilization there.
Yeah.
Mate, they were still prisoners, but they were building.
The problem is, again, it was a fully populated country already.
I went to Cairns, and you used to be able to do this tour through a certain village. And you would take a coach through this village, and going through this village, you were literally driving a coach through the doorstep of these Aborigines.
Yeah.
And they got to a point where they said, no.
Mate,
if you want to come, you leave your coach there. And
the fact that they're called Aborigines pisses me off.
Oh, yeah, exactly. It's like...
Some of Native Americans.
For me, Native Americans should be Americans. Yeah, Americans. If you were born there, you're immigrant Americans.
Not even that. Whatever they called it before America, because they would have had a name for it before America.
Yeah, because it was Newfoundland, wasn't it?
Newfoundland, yeah. But
fuck Britain,
it weren't too long ago, going back to Scotland, that you could still use Scottish banknotes here.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah,
well,
you
can. As long as it's sterling, you can.
But most places, when I've been working in shops, if someone gives you
that's insensitive.
a Scottish banknote, even if it's still sterling, a Scottish banknote, You can't give that back as change.
I agree.
You have to give that to
I
the
love it
bank
too.
because Scotland are reclaiming their money
Their
because
currency.
they want their currency to be used in Scotland only. Which is fair,
Yeah.
absolutely fair.
I hate to say this, but I love Irish culture. It starts with the music scene is
Yeah,
amazing.
you two are massive.
The fucking beers are great.
Pack it in.
The whiskies are great.
Just stop.
And it sounds like I'm
course they're
such an insensitive bellend, right? But I love that culture. I don't know fucking anything about it, but everything.
Just say your words.
No, but I might be contradicting myself here.
So if you are, then you'll learn from it.
Okay, so the fact that we have Guinness and Jameson and Fontaine's DC and Murder Capital and Inhaler and bands from there, maybe it might be because the fucking conflicts happened or whatever.
Thin Lizzy.
And Thin Lizzy, fuck yeah.
Fuck you, Thin Lizzy.
And you
And
too.
I love,
Fuck you too.
Do you know what? Fuck you
I
too,
love
but
Irish
give them the
culture.
credit. Give them the credit because they're
Put 'em on the map.
a big thing.
No, but
and
I-
Liam Neeson.
I love Irish culture.
I love Irish culture.
I don't love fucking.
Fuck.
I don't love conflicted split.
Father
The
Ted.
thing-
It's
the nice
not
thing
even
is,
just that.
right,
It's like
Father
Welsh,
Ted.
Welsh Scottish culture as well.
Exactly.
Like,
See, the
they're
thing is,
all
like,
better than ours.
Yeah,
You can-
100%.
They are.
You can go to Wales, you can go to Scotland, and obviously the further north or
Do you know what
West
Welsh
aren't they?
rabbit
So-
is?
I've heard about
It's
it.
cheese on toast.
is it?
Is it really?
Yeah, I found out like literally.
Does
Like,
it, yeah, it has another ingredient on it, doesn't it?
yeah, yeah.
Wow.
Welsh rabbit is essentially cheese on toast.
All right.
I didn't find out until like literally Em told me on Thursday. I was like fucking mind blown.
I've been to Scotland, I've been to
There you
Wales,
go.
and
Every day's a school day.
Right.
to a point, I still feel like I'm in Britain, right?
Yeah, which is
Like-
fucked.
Wait, you've been to
But-
what?
I've been to Scotland and I've been to Wales.
You are
right?
still in Britain then?
Yeah,
No,
I
but
mean,
that's like going from
okay,
France
no,
to
but
Germany and still
I-
feeling like
yeah,
you're in
yeah,
I feel
France.
like I'm still in England.
Yeah. Oh, okay, yeah.
So I
Yeah.
feel like I'm still in England. Like, apart from obviously in Wales, the signs and stuff are in Welsh.
Yeah.
Not so much in Scotland.
There's a
maybe
few in Gaelic, innit?
Further
Yeah.
north you
Isn't
go.
Welsh Gaelic as well though?
Well, Irish is Gaelic.
Irish is
Irish
Gaelic,
and Scottish
yeah.
is Gaelic. That's
Right,
why
okay.
you have.
Welsh
That's why you have
is
Celtic
different,
Football Club because
Right,
it's
okay.
Irish colony.
But when I've been to Dublin, not only the fact that I went on a plane, fine, but I definitely felt like I was in another country.
Yeah.
Because the culture
Yeah, it's
is
different.
completely
Do you
different.
know what
Yeah,
I
yeah.
wanted to say? And what I said just may have sounded insensitive, but like what I was saying was Ireland has this is so proud of Irish. I am
Yeah,
not
yeah.
one shred of me is proud of being
No.
British
No,
or
Do you know what?
English.
Not at all.
I don't celebrate.
No, I couldn't give
I
a
don't
fuck
celebrate
about it.
St George's Day. I don't give
No,
a fuck about
fuck
St George's Day.
Day.
St Patrick's Day.
Me and you still have Patrick's Day.
Man, St Patrick's
Oh,
Day. I'm not
shit.
Irish.
We go
but I
heavy.
celebrate
Yeah.
fucking St
But it's
Patrick's
because
Day.
it's because they have.
18 fucking cans later, son.
Do you know what it is?
Still standing and wanting more.
We
And I didn't get it, motherfucker.
we have the fuck's that?
Can you hear
Neighbours,
children?
Yeah.
Like next
Yeah,
door.
it's still quite early. They're like,
Oh,
we have
sorry.
neighbours and they're just,
Hello. Sorry, Peel, fucking bringing his mates.
Yeah.
Anyway,
over.
what was they have, and it's horrendous. Why they have a reason to be proud is because the English went over and raped them of all of their shit, and that's why they are proud of their country.
Yeah, rightly
but
so.
I am so not proud of my country for doing that. What
Yeah.
have we got to show for it? A shit football team.
You're being accountable for your
Carling,
country.
Fucking
Yeah.
What is
Fuck
the,
off.
what
Generally,
England
British
have?
culture. The best part about British culture, the part stolen from other cultures.
Yeah, apart from Scotland,
Oh,
Wales,
yeah.
and Ireland.
What's the best
yeah.
part of like the British Museum? The shit stolen from other countries.
Exactly.
Mate, there's minimal shit that you look at in a museum in England, and it says that it's from
Yeah,
Britain.
dude, like
You
genuinely,
can go to
like,
the Imperial War Museum, and a lot of that is like British, like swords and whatnot. But that's just fucking weapons.
yeah.
You know, like when it comes to artifacts,
Yeah.
it's all
No,
taken
dude,
from
our
other
country,
countries.
this country is, and I was born here, and I'm brown, so you're like,
This country, as in England.
it's yeah.
Yeah.
England's a piece of shit.
England is
Yeah.
a piece,
It's a piece of shit.
and I
Give-
love Scotland, and I
Give
love
back
Wales, and I love
everything you
Ireland.
found from another country. Give back.
Yeah.
They fucking found it was a tomb. I think we might have spoke about this before on the podcast. It was a tomb that they found in Egypt, and they sort of disassembled what they could, brought it back to the UK, rebuilt it in a museum, and they had to add on to it to make sure it's structurally sound. And now this part of Egypt, like, well, we want it back because it's ours. And they're like, well, we can't because we've altered it that much now that it's built into this museum.
Yeah.
You can't have it back.
Yeah, there's a thing. James Acaster, who I fucking love. He's a fucking hilarious
Yeah,
comedian.
he's a cool guy, man.
He's got a bit about like
Really good drummer as well.
Oh, he's in like loads of
really?
bands. Yeah,
James
yeah.
Acaster, yeah.
He's a sick
He's
drummer.
well into his post-punk,
Yeah, yeah.
and he's a sick drummer.
sick.
Like a jazz
He's
drummer.
got a
But
bit-
he's got a podcast on BBC Sounds called James Acaster's Perfect Sounds,
Yeah.
where he goes into different. You should listen to it, dude. He
Yeah.
picks different music genres and goes into his favourite artists from it.
Yeah.
But they did like a live thing for Six Music,
Yeah.
and he played along to the whole of the Whiplash soundtrack on drums.
Fucking
fucking
hell.
hell.
That's got to
Gee.
be
And he's fucking a
Jesus.
funny comedian, man. Like, honestly, he's
Yeah.
fucking hilarious.
It's great.
funny
He is
guy, yeah.
he is
He
funny.
plays a character, ginger.
I don't find him funny, but I think I love him.
He's hilarious.
Is he the ginger guy?
Right.
Yeah. But he's got a
I'm gonna
bit.
have to
Wait,
say
just
this
quickly.
because
I need to piss as well.
I need to piss as well.
Yeah. I mean, what?
I never need to piss,
But
and I need to piss.
I did break the seal
Let's
on
SpongeBob it up.
Friday. So fucking fair
Right,
play.
we're back in a minute.
SpongeBob.
SpongeBob.
Many minutes later.
Hello. It's me and my sexy voice. I've been screaming for 2 days straight. And this is how it sounds. Sounds good. Yeah, we could use this as promo. Listen to the Goat Sessions podcast. We also have a new thing called the Wolf Thing Witch Massacre. Sonny has a new thing which is not yet named, but it might be overdubbed that it has got a name. So I'm using my sexy voice to promote all the podcasts that we're doing, which as of this sexy voice is 3. So the Ghost Sessions podcast, the Wolf Thing Witch Massacre, and
I thought you said Master Cat.
the Master Cat, and Sonny's thing with Lombardi. That's a good name for it.
I haven't got a name yet.
Oh, you didn't shut the fucking door, you.
Shut the fucking door. Oh, you have.
No,
shut the
not
fucking
you.
door.
It's him.
Sorry.
Oh, fucking
No,
peasants.
you ain't shut the door.
What is your podcast called?
You ain't
Sonny's,
We haven't got a name
shut
yet.
the door.
Sonny's thing with Lombardi. Oh,
Sonny's
dude,
from
I got-
Lombardi.
Tell you what, it's easy to do this. I'll go
Yeah, go on.
Alright.
Fucking hero.
12 seconds later.
We're back.
Back in.
I mean, where we gone really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I'll put the 1 moment later thing in. But yeah, like I guess trying to think about like the British Museum would actually steal shit from other countries. Then you have like Nigerians coming over, like, can we have our shit back, please? No, we're not done looking at it yet.
And
And it's like, and not only that, but you've got a fucking plaque next to it saying where you stole it, when you stole it, how you stole it.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You're not even fucking hiding it. You know what I mean?
There's books about it all.
Yeah, like literally.
There's
like,
films
literally,
about
yeah.
it.
yeah. Anyway.
Christ.
Yeah, our culture's fucked.
Shall we go to the week?
Go to the week.
Tell us your fucking goat, you prick.
Remember when you had a voice?
Fuck, I sound different.
Like, honestly.
Tell us your fucking country break of the week.
Of the week.
So you're hitting puberty.
Oh, mate, Jesus. Tell me about it, man.
I think my goat is going to be, and it's
Wait, is that of the week or the episode?
the episode.
Yeah.
Like,
He said of the week.
Yeah,
it's
it's
been
this
a week.
It's
been a
this
week
week's
since the last
episode.
episode.
You fucking dickhead.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. Look at this bullying me. Fucking hell.
Yeah. Mine is Call Out Your Boys.
Call out your boy. I thought you said
Call out
karate boys.
I thought you said karate
Call
boys. What the fuck do we
out.
talk about karate?
Make that whiskey. No, Call Out Your Boys.
Call out your boys.
Call Out Your
Yeah.
Boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my goat.
Okay.
Mine is funny words for being drunk.
Mine is Brighton.
Alright, sound.
Brighton and being crowd served to the
the
point
bar.
of being sat on the bar
Yeah,
by
yeah.
other people.
I'm going to choose
That's
mine
just
as
the
well.
best.
Because
You're
it's
going to choose what?
choose my own. Call out your boys. I didn't say
No.
the funny
different
words
words.
for being drunk because
Okay,
it's
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
Can I just
And I want you guys to write in with some of your own.
No
actually.
one
Yeah,
writes
so
in.
can-
No one
can-
writes in, but
Can we have another little bit of a like? Can you please write in with?
yeah, can
like,
you please write?
We've
Can you
got
honestly,
agony
like,
cunts.
genuinely, if you watch this, and you do, like, the last episode has like on 140 odd views,
Yeah,
like it banged. Apparently, we don't need you anymore. Will is the one there.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
I don't care.
bring us the numbers in.
yeah, but do write in because
video.
No,
So
we don't advertise it. That's why.
In
no,
views.
we don't.
Give us a go at thegotesessions.com email.
Yeah,
I did use it for Uber
On
Eats.
screen
so-
here.
we're gonna
Did you really?
Yeah, I used that email for Uber Eats to get a code from it because I couldn't use it was like for new customers, so I had to use the Goat Sessions email.
Motherfucker,
So
man.
all of my emails for Give Us a Go is Uber Eats.
we'll have to put a thing up on Instagram because that's one thing we haven't done yet. Really, is
That's
the whole
true.
Give us your go.
That is true.
Yeah.
But you should honestly just give us your dumb opinions. We'll talk about it.
Dumb opinions, funny stories,
Anything.
whatever. Just anything. Just write in. You can be a
Do
part
have,
of the
like,
show. You're a part of the show.
The few people that do listen and
Anonymous
watch,
if you want.
I always get good feedback. Like people generally like, I enjoy your fucking
But that's
podcast.
it. I get people, like message me after an episode's come out, and I'm like, sound you
Yeah,
told
yeah.
me, but tell the podcast.
Interact.
Yeah.
Like if you don't
Interact.
mind, it could be anonymous
Yeah.
or not.
Yeah,
But
dude.
yeah, just write in.
Also,
and we
you don't
can
have to
fucking read it
email
out.
in, you DM the page.
Yeah,
like-
man.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
And drop us a comment. I've got a few. Like Robin dropped
If
a
you
comment a
message us
couple of days
separately,
ago
just say-
saying like she knows me since '98 and we've both looked the same, which is true. Yeah, Robin.
Robin who?
works at Peel.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
so shout out, Robin.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Catley.
Someone, no, 98.
Yeah, I've known Robin since '98.
Oh,
No.
fair play.
Yeah, we're old as fuck, man.
Oh, fair play.
So yeah, drop a comment, give us a message, leave some shit on Instagram, whatever it is,
Yeah.
whatever your
Follow.
means of social media is. or how you receive this into your life. Give us a review on can we talk about Spotify really quickly?
You're editing it, mate. I'll talk
Is it
about
the Bob
do the
Dylan
L
thing?
trick.
No, Bob Dylan. Is it Bob Dylan?
Neil Young.
Can I just do
Young.
one thing?
Neil Young.
If you press L on DaVinci Resolve, it doubles the speed.
Changed my life. Honestly, I'm so excited to edit this. Now I'll do it tonight.
Press L and it goes, but you have to listen proper quick.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, I'm here, so I'll know when to like.
Yeah, but
sweet.
what's the one before L on the keypad?
I don't know.
Because the one before that slows it down.
Slows it down, yeah.
I don't want to slow down.
Yeah, if you press L, it does it in 2 times. But if you press L,
K.
if you press L again, it does it in 4 times, and press it again
I
8
want
times.
that.
So press L when you're done. Press spacebar.
If this edit's got no things in it, so I press L 7 times and just like,
No, you
it's ended.
Press spacebar to like play in it, and then press spacebar again. It just plays it again at normal speed.
Oh, okay. Then
So like if you just want to stop, press spacebar.
Yeah.
Anyway, fuck that.
Only because we've ranted about Spotify before. Joe Rogan has a lot of
Fuck Joe Rogan, you podcast shit.
Controversial
opinions. Yeah, and
About
there's a lot of
vaccines,
people who
innit?
come on, doctors and whatnot, and come on and give their opinion. Neil Young has removed all his music from there. Joni
lot of
Mitchell,
bands are.
who I thought was dead, I'm not going to lie. I did
Who?
not know Joni Mitchell was
Mitchell.
still alive.
Oh, I didn't know that, no.
Right, so Joni Mitchell is still alive.
Yeah.
She's pulled all of her music from Spotify
Spotify's
as well.
lost a lot of money.
Right, they lost 4 billion in shares.
That was that just from Neil Young? So was that
yeah.
from Collective?
But here is my counter argument.
Yeah.
If you listen to Joe Rogan and think that I'm going to take his opinion, you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
He's allowed on his. We have plenty of things that we talk about without full extensive research.
Yeah.
That we're going to say wrong.
Yeah.
Right.
Today, innit? Like,
Yeah,
about
right.
Irish
And not
conflict.
only that, but we have 4 very different opinions on
Yeah,
things.
yeah.
We'll share some, but there's some things we'll say
The
wrong.
difference is if we say what's wrong and somebody tells us
We'll
actually it's
admit
this, we'll
it.
be like, okay,
Right.
fine, thank you for
absolutely.
that. Yeah.
But even so, even if we didn't, even if we fucking like stood strong to it, this is a fucking podcast, not a medical podcast. It's a
Yeah.
podcast. We talk shit. We're registered on fucking Spotify under comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or entertainment. Like, if you're listening to a podcast and getting your fucking like resources and information from there, you're a dick.
Yeah, we're not Channel 5 News.
Right, but I do think that Spotify's taking a hit, and I'm not defending them because of the fact that they don't pay their artists properly.
Yeah.
But if he was on YouTube or if he was on iTunes or whatever, whoever the platform is taking the hit.
Can I just say something real quick on
Go
this
on, yeah,
topic? So, do you know who Anthony Fantano is?
No.
He's a music reviewer on YouTube, quite
Yeah,
big,
I know, yeah.
bald guy.
Yeah.
I don't really like him, but you know, he sits very
That's
left.
his job.
He does his job and he reviews music, but people take his opinion as that
Gospel.
So
Yeah.
so he reviewed the new Shame album as a 4 out of 10,
Yeah.
and I love that album. So I was like, I appreciate your opinion, but no. And that's what he wants people to do. He wants people to listen to him,
Challenge
Argue
him.
against it.
and
Yeah.
argue it. And he deleted his Spotify account the other day, and he put on his story, "You've cancelled Spotify Premium." And someone commented, "Very disappointed with you." And he put this big statement saying, "If this is the point which you're disappointed with me, then you're a moron. They're just a corporation. Who cares? They're not your friend. They don't care about you. I was just subscribed to Spotify as a backup. I got tired of supporting this annoying ass company with a premium account that I rarely thought of. But I make lots of vids about Spotify's layoffs, merger artist pay, military AI investments, and the Rogan stuff, and just all the latest bullshit is getting really tiresome. You guys are a music streaming platform. You have 2 jobs, stream music and pay artists, and you barely do both of them well. So I just decided to stop paying for this backup account. Don't look down on anyone who still uses it casually. It's whatever. But I don't think they deserve your money, and encourage you to cancel Spotify if you think their bullshit is getting annoying too." And it's that one bit that he said their 2 jobs are to pay artists and stream their music, and neither of them they do very fucking well.
Yeah.
If you spend 5 minutes on Apple Music, there's so much more shit on there.
Why is the streaming aspect a problem? I don't use Spotify.
So Spotify have a few podcasts that they've brought out, like say us, Spotify will email us, say we want you to be a Spotify exclusive podcast,
Yeah.
which means we can't put our full videos on YouTube. They'll put it all on
Yeah.
Spotify. They'll pay us a shitload of money, but it's only for Spotify, and that's all that they really do.
It's what Joe Rogan did. He got
Apple-
100 million for
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Apple Music, right? And I don't mean to be like a martyr
advocate
or I'm advertising Apple Music,
Yeah.
but Apple Music have their own radio station. They have like 16 radio stations which are live, and they're producing. Matt Wilkinson has a show. I love Matt Wilkinson. They have music videos on there. They have documentaries on there. They have all sorts of shit on there. So good, like for your money. It's a £10 a month, same as Spotify. It's much better for your money. The audio quality is better. Everything's better. And I'm not trying to say go to Apple Music because they still pay their artists like shit.
You need an
But-
Apple phone. don't you?
But
No, you don't need an iPhone. You
But-
can have it on Google.
Oh, okay.
But
Um,
more so than Spotify.
But there's more for your money.
Yeah.
And Spotify do a shit job of advertising artists and also pushing their music. So
This was my point was going to be, if you're going to delete your Spotify account, do it because of their defense of the military.
Mhm.
The amount of money they put into that.
that's what I did, and I moved to Apple Music, and I've never been happier with,
Well, like,
with the
literally,
service.
the
Like,
Joe Rogan thing is a non-issue. It's a non-issue because it's a dude with a podcast. It's all
yeah,
it
you could
fucking
listen
is.
to fucking Andrew Schultz
Yeah,
podcast
yeah,
about
like, literally
chatting about
any
Jews and shit.
podcast. There's a ton of them.
Yeah,
we are one.
It's one man's opinion.
Yeah,
Don't
like,
believe
here we
it.
are.
So, and like, but the
Yeah.
thing is, if you challenge me in the street or like in a fucking bar or wherever in life and go, "You're wrong on this," I'll listen to you.
Yeah, innit? Yeah.
If I'm
Yeah,
wrong, I'll be
yeah.
like, "Fuck yeah, I was wrong." And
Sorry.
like it's like the one thing I will say about podcasts, a lot of it is off the cuff. We don't plan any of this.
No.
No.
Like Will had this last week. Will was like, "Oh shit, you don't like make notes or
Yeah,
anything.
yeah, yeah.
You just sit down and talk." It's like, yeah,
Yeah.
we don't. I don't know what anyone's talking about on this podcast before we sit down and start talking about it. I heard that as well.
Yeah.
It's the wind. It's
Knocking at the
fine.
window. Robert Peel.
But why was I just surprised I could still whistle?
But
It's a different
if
thing.
you're taking your news or your education from a podcast, which is not aimed as being an educational podcast, that says
Yeah.
more about you than the podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Like,
shows
it
how
does-
lazy you are to do the
And-
research yourself.
Yeah, and Joe Rogan's been going for like a decade now, right? And I'm not here trying to defend Joe Rogan at all.
no, but I'm sure
the
even
guy-
he would say,
The guy
do your
creates a
research.
platform for assholes. He does.
Yeah, but he also creates a platform for people that aren't
but
assholes.
very few.
Yeah.
Like the percentage wise,
Henry Rollins has been on the
he
Joe Rogan
has,
podcast
but like, how many times?
Yeah.
Once, right?
twice.
How many times has Jordan Peterson been on
Yeah,
there?
fuck loads.
Or Tim
True.
Cook?
Yeah, true.
You know what I mean? Or like fucking Ted Nugent.
But
Like,
he does that because he knows that their opinion will get in the views.
Fine, but my problem is to challenge them. If they're there, if like Jordan Peterson was
Oh,
in front
yeah,
of me
he's
now,
not doing that.
believe he ain't walking away with an easy fucking
Yeah.
conversation.
And
Yeah.
the thing, if you're going on to a podcast as well and you've got that mindset, expect to be challenged.
Yeah, 100%.
I would
Like,
love to get somebody on who's completely
yeah,
different
dude, opposite
point of
views
view
of me
to
on
us
everything.
and challenge them because
Yeah.
I
Do you know
would,
what it is?
I would want to learn something from them, not so much, but I would want
no,
to,
but if you can get
but-
like fucking wise into something, then cool.
yeah, yeah,
But
and
if
then
you
I
get
want them to
someone
learn
on
something from us.
with a juxtaposing opinion to you and don't challenge them, then
Yeah,
all you're doing is
yeah.
giving them a platform
Yeah,
to
definitely.
spread their fucking bullshit
also,
narrative.
Juxtaposition is the main thing when it comes
Yeah.
to having an argument with someone.
I enjoy Rogan's work outside of his podcast. I think he knows a lot about mixed martial arts, and I
Yeah,
love the
yeah.
UFC and that.
Yeah.
And he's a commentator in the UFC. He knows a fucking interviewer. He knows a lot about mixed
Yeah.
martial arts, and he's that kind of guy.
And not only just that, like if you get someone on who I like that podcast.
Yeah.
Like Russell Brand's on there, like Sebastian
You're not
Younger.
watching it for Joe Rogan,
Like,
you're
yeah,
watching
like
it for the guests.
Duncan Trussell, there's been people on there.
Yeah.
But like even the back and forth, like
the,
with the
the
questions
only one
he
I've ever
asks.
watched of his was Dan Aykroyd because I fucking love Dan
Yeah,
Aykroyd.
yeah.
You know,
But he has had people on. Like when Billy Corgan was on, there's a really because
Yeah.
they really broke down the music industry, and like to the point,
Billy Corgan does a lot for the music industry.
Yeah, and
doesn't
Billy
he?
Corgan said, like, apparently there's a thing in contracts now for bands that if you sign a contract, you're signing it for every unknown universe as well.
yeah.
Yeah.
So if they ever find like the multiverse, then Smashing Pumpkins music is now owned by Universal in every single one of those universes.
And it's funny that they're called Universal as well.
Right, yeah. But I wouldn't have known that had I not watched that.
Watched
So
that, yeah,
there's
yeah.
there's plenty of good that comes from it. And again, I used to love Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
Like I used to watch every single fucking episode. And since you're at
Sorry,
Spotify,
the
I
Twitch
haven't.
then. I won't
See,
go
I didn't want to like be like cancel Spotify.
What?
I went like that, and Jen looked at me like he was going to talk to me about a Twitch. I was like,
Oh.
No. Oh, he had smoke in my eyes.
So
Smoke in my eyes and fuck in my throat.
you two,
fuck in your throat.
you two both use Spotify. A lot of people on
Yeah.
the app. Like our main.
Well, I'll tell you what, no,
We've
actually-
got people like our most audio listeners
Yeah,
come
it's
from
Spotify,
Spotify.
yeah.
After
Yeah.
this conversation, I mean, we've had the conversation before, but I'm going to get paid tomorrow. So
Move to Apple Music.
I'm gonna.
And you, Jenk. Honestly, there's
I
so
mean,
much. There's a Ramones documentary on there that's
The
fucking
good
mint.
thing about, so the good
You
thing
got me.
about,
You got me. You got me.
You got me,
the
Jobs.
good
You
thing,
got
the good
me.
thing about
Got me chops.
your
Jobs from the
subscription.
grave. You got me with Yappy. Your Ramones documentary.
Which documentary?
It's exclusive. There's a lot of Apple exclusive.
You got me,
documentaries on there.
Jobs.
The good thing with your,
Jobs,
your
you're coming back from the grave with your Ramones documentary. You
There's
got
also
me.
an Every Time I Die documentary on there as well. I
You
think.
got me, Jobs. You got me twice.
Yeah, and there's also I listened to Grey Britain the other day. I fucking love that record.
Yeah.
There's a Gallows documentary on there.
You got me, Jobs.
I was going to say the good,
Jobs, you got me.
the one good thing with.
Jobs. I'm eating on my posts.
Let me talk,
What's
man.
about Sorry.
Mitch is trying, man.
Oh,
I'm
God.
trying so hard.
For someone who gets solid, does it talk enough? But I'm
Yeah. He's oh, mate.
I know.
Fuck you! You
Mate,
can't
wait,
even talk, Jake. Your
wait.
voice is gone, and you're
I
still
know.
trying.
I was just rolling up a joke.
But right, so I was going to say the good thing about Spotify with your subscription is that if you cancel it and it's done. You're not still charged. You know, like like if you were to cancel Amazon, for example, sometimes Amazon will slap you with a big charge.
Delete your Amazon immediately.
And
Jeff
your
Bezos is
Spotify.
the fucking devil.
But like most companies are like, okay, you've cancelled. Here's a cancellation fee. Or like,
Yeah,
you know,
no.
here's still a big
So,
charge.
yeah, I was never subscribed to Amazon.
I mean, fortunately for me, it's the end of the month and my subscription will come out.
Have you ever been on Apple Music before?
No, never.
We've got 8 months free anyway, mate.
I've got to say,
Wicked.
with Amazon, because you brought them
So-
up, if you delete any account that you have,
Spotify,
like
mate.
no, Amazon, 100% Amazon. Like, honestly, and I find it like difficult to like fucking like people who have Amazon accounts, and plenty of the people I hang out with do, and they're always like, "Oh, just ignore it." And I am trying,
Yeah.
but it genuinely it does jade my opinion of them.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, like genuinely, like because if you know as well,
I worked for them.
It's
no,
like,
but
it's
you've
like
learned.
me, it's like me and you two fans.
The trouble with Amazon, and we touched upon this on when you guys had that fucking 3-hour long rant, is it's a site that's convenient for people, absolutely, but it's just ran by an absolute fucking
prioritize.
cunt.
Like, convenience is not the most important thing in the fucking world.
No.
There's a dude at work, like his kid, like is fucking 20 odd years old, like very fucking.
My man.
Yeah, right. Like, yeah, but like he's like, it's convenient. I'm like, what? And he showed me his fucking like his recent purchases, and that motherfucker scrolled for a minute.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He was like,
But I've said before.
but I'm like, none of these things do you need next day. Like, you don't.
Right.
Like, you don't.
I've said before though, you can use Amazon as a gateway because Amazon always give you Amazon choice. Amazon give you the first thing you see. They
You
give
sound
you.
like a motherfucker who uses Amazon a lot.
No, but I do use Amazon,
You
right?
better.
But right, as a gateway, honestly, right. So Amazon, they will list anything for anyone who's selling something, right?
Yeah.
And what they show you, the first thing they show you when you click on that is what Amazon are selling in their warehouse, right? Now there's an option that you can click on for people who sell their shit
Via.
outside
Yeah,
Amazon.
yeah, yeah.
They're just
Okay,
using
but
Amazon.
percentage-wise, how much are you using that?
They're extra bit.
Yeah,
Every time I buy something from Amazon,
every time.
every time I buy something from Amazon, I will
you buy
look,
it from the source.
I will look to get from the source.
And if you can't-
if I can't, then I will look elsewhere for it.
Not giving Jeff Bezos money.
Not giving him money, no.
I've always liked you.
Right?
No, I bought.
So, I mean, obviously, a small percentage will go to Amazon for
No,
advertising
no,
it.
no.
No. A tiny,
That's it. Doesn't
but
matter.
that's like 0.5%.
Yeah, but that's why
Right.
that guy earns fucking 14 million a day.
Yeah, but
billion.
if you can't get
Billion.
it from elsewhere and only from
Squirrely.
They don't
the
get
source
it. What do
through
you
Amazon,
need? What do you
it's
need that you can't get from somewhere else?
I get a lot of my painting equipment.
That you can't buy from anywhere else? You're
No,
saying you're buying
absolutely.
painting shit from Amazon
No,
that you
no.
can't buy from anywhere else?
There is some specific stuff.
Give me an
that-
example.
There's a thing. What's the
I'm
word
saying
for
this
it?
because I'm going to
It's like-
find it and send you a link
An
to
easel.
somewhere else.
Well, if you can, then I'll buy it from there.
Okay.
Brush.
That's gross. No,
A
it's like,
brush.
it's like a thing you can put, like a primer almost, that you can put.
Right.
I've not found it
I'll tell you
anywhere
what,
else.
send me the link to the
Fuck
thing that you
Amazon.
find on Amazon and I'll
Yeah.
find it somewhere else.
If you
and
can find me
send it to
elsewhere,
you.
then I'll
Okay,
buy.
cool.
I'll buy it from there.
Fuck Amazon. And also,
That's-
yeah, fuck Spotify.
that's
But fuck
gross.
Spotify because they're fucking funding the military, not because of Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan's a prick. Like, he's an uneducated.
No, he's very educated.
He is educated, to be fair. But he gives a platform to shitty people. But he's just a podcast. He's just a dude, like, fucking weird.
It's
I'd
just
love
one
to
man's
give-
opinion on
I
it.
don't want to give a platform to shitty people, but I'd love to sit down with a shitty person and talk to them. I don't.
I
Absolutely.
wouldn't-
Can I
would.
say something real quick?
I would,
Like,
because I want to hear their fucking idea.
Like, if I sat down with Jordan Peterson, 100% it's an uncomfortable conversation.
but 100% he's never made a woman
Advocate.
come. So like, what the fuck? Who the fuck is he?
That is very true.
The same as fucking geezer with
Yeah, but-
the hat.
Tim
you know.
Cook.
No, that was really
Tim Paul.
insensitive.
Tim Paul.
No,
the clit's a myth, so none of
I
us know.
can't. I said the geezer with the hat, and it's really anti-Semitic.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, is
what-
he Jewish?
Yeah.
Oh, then
What's his
then it
name?
is. I don't know who you're on about.
The squeaky one.
Oh,
The-
Lex. Oh, what?
Wait, what you're on? about?
Oh, you're on about Ben Shapiro.
Ben Shapiro, yeah, fuck Ben Shapiro. I don't care about your stupid hat.
Fuck Ben
Any of-
Shapiro.
Any other
wait.
Jewish person can wear that hat and look sick.
Honestly,
you look
if
like
you
a dick.
watch-
It's
if
not a
you
hat.
watch-
What's it called? It's not a
a
hat.
yarmulke.
Yamaka, yeah, it
Yamaka.
is. If you respect or value the opinions of Jordan Peterson, Tim Paul, or
Ben
Ben
Shapiro.
Shapiro, turn this off.
You've never made a
immediately.
woman come.
No, turn this off immediately.
Even Joe Rogan.
But I don't want your view. I don't want your view. Go fuck yourself. Run in traffic. Try and get hit by a truck.
No, but I'd love to sit and talk to Ben Shapiro.
No, I definitely want to have someone on this podcast with a complete different mindset to us and talk about them because it's good to have that controversial opinion.
That's Harry from the 900.
Oh, fuck, is that now?
Yeah.
Send me that, I'll put it on the
I
pod.
do not even recognise him, mate.
Yeah, dude.
I don't recognise
Harry, you're on the podcast, mate.
Right, anyway.
Yeah, sorry.
we will
Yeah,
wrap it up.
podcast, man.
I think it's good to argue other people's opinion because
No, it is.
almost like I want to understand why you think that way. Like, surely there's got to be
Yeah, but
more.
there's, no,
why
there's not.
than-
People are just shitty people.
Can I
Yeah,
just say
no.
one thing?
You say as many things as you want.
And this, I don't want this to go into a big thing, but it's gonna.
Go on.
So Bonds Bar,
Lord.
fuck Bonds Bar Tamworth. I'm never drinking in that fucking
Why?
establishment ever again.
Go on.
Fuck you,
Who hurt
stupid
you?
fucking establishment.
Show me the bear.
Go
Me and Amy,
where do they touch you?
me and
Where did
Amy,
it touch you?
right?
Yep.
A heart back to last week's episode. Me and
Okay.
Amy went to get a Chinese the other day.
Yep.
Parked outside Bonds Bar. There is a
I know where you're going with this.
there is a certain bouncer that works at Bonds Bar that rides a motorcycle who I've known for a hot minute.
Yep.
Pretends he doesn't know me, but I do. I remember
Uh-huh.
you throwing up in the fucking skate park, mate.
I don't know.
He has a motorcycle, nice little Harley, 1200. In the Outlaws, maybe. Got an SS badge on his motorbike.
Really?
And he runs the doors at Bonds. Well, he doesn't run the doors, but he works the
Should
doors
we
at
get the
Bonds.
bonds this weekend?
But yeah, just wanted to leave that there. Fuck you, stupid
Well,
establishment.
we were saying this, didn't they? Like,
I wrote a
the thing with
two-line
the
poem
Outlaws,
about that.
Like that, I think in the bike club, and you got the Hells Angels who are racist as fuck.
They're all fucking racist.
And-
Fuck
They're
off.
all
You
racist.
don't need
no,
to
no.
fucking associate yourself with a club.
I
that's
own a
the- that's the
motorbike
thing,
and I ain't
like-
joining no bike club.
That's the thing. Like, it's like there's probably a lot. Well, there's probably a fair few people in bike clubs that aren't racist, but predominantly most bike clubs are quite
It's
racist.
manufactured
if you
friendship.
accept-
It's
But
Yeah,
you
they're
don't.
fucking
You don't need to.
sad as
You
fuck.
don't need to become a racist to fit into that fucking.
Again,
crowd.
I own a motorbike, right?
Yeah.
And I would not be welcomed to any of these bike clubs.
No.
I
No.
wanted to say, I know him. I've known him for a while. I don't want to speak on his behalf, but like he strikes me as a person that struggles to make friends, whatever.
Yeah.
He's probably just fit. He doesn't know what that means, which is even worse to an extent. Do your
Oh,
research.
no way someone putting an SS badge on their fucking
No,
bike.
but I don't know whether he's
without
been
knowing.
intimidated into doing that
Don't
by
give a
his
fuck.
But
elders in his club or
would you
whatever.
say, like, beyond all that, he's actually a nice guy?
I haven't spoken to
And-
him properly in
Yeah.
years, and when I used to talk to him, yeah, he's a cool enough guy, whatever.
Yeah.
But I don't know whether he struggles to make friends and he's joined this club
Or whether he
thinking,
genuinely believes it.
yeah, I don't know. But fuck off putting an SS badge on your motorbike.
Yeah,
And
100%.
Well,
I
it's like-
want to say his name, but fuck the geezer that runs the place. I wrote a poem that says, and it's 2 lines long, and it was, racists run the doors,
I'll talk to him.
rapists walk the floors. Which is it encapsulates that bar.
That's a haiku, isn't it?
I'm not saying we talk to will work, but at least if I bring attention to it as a brown person, say I don't feel comfortable drinking here because your
Do you know what the
doorman
thing
has
is,
got an
though,
SS badge on the
he's-
bike. If he allows it, then fuck that guy afterwards.
He's got it on his bike, right? And I've never seen him be racist or anything towards anybody.
I can guarantee
know.
he's a
There's
sound
a-
enough guy, man.
Yeah, but dude, there's
Which
3
goes
brown
back
people
to
in there
what-
a month.
No, but what goes back to like what you said about that guy with the white power badge?
Yeah.
You know, like you've got the fucking shit. but
You ain't
you're
got a
not
leg to
acting
stand
upon
on.
it.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Should be racist, properly
But
racist.
yeah, fucking.
Yeah, it's one of them. In it, like if you're gonna do it, fucking do
Stand
it.
by
At
your
least
conviction.
own up to it.
Right,
Yeah.
we're going to wrap it up. Jenk, can you see us out with your sexy voice, please?
Can I do my joke?
Yeah, oh, sorry,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Wait.
You got to do the arms.
Alfie's joke of the week. I put a poll, I put a question and answer
Go on,
thing on
go
my
on.
Instagram, and some people sent some jokes in. This is
Yep.
kind of my favourite one, but I'm going to put it in my own words.
Okay.
Basically, right.
It's
But
long already.
I'm going to make it as long as I can.
Fucking jeez.
I'll put it like this. The fact that Jenk made a fucking edit for TikTok and it was too long to be on
Yeah.
the reel.
No, I've had multiple people come up to me and say, I wish that TikTok ended with the punchline because I've been waiting for the punchline this whole time. I was like, no, watch the podcast.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, that's
Oh,
why.
put the
That's
punchline
why
in the
we put it in the podcast.
That was a TikTok.
in the
What do you
reel.
think in the
Yeah, the
episode?
So back in the day, yeah, in France, right, there was this factory. Yeah.
Okay.
And they used to make cheese, right?
Oh fuck's sake! I know this is going on.
I don't.
So
Oh, dear.
so it was a cheese factory in France, right? It's just knocking about one day, just making cheese and that, like just standard behaviour. Yeah, just like cooking up the cheese. I don't know what you do with cheese. You like get it out of a cow, like put it in a bag, and like squirt all the condensed cheese into a cup, and then like get
Fred,
get
get on with it.
What the fuck are you on about?
and you get like the you get like
Let him go.
you get like the curdled cheese in the bag afterwards, don't you? So I left all that lying about, right? They was all like, oh, good day's work, boys. Fancy going to the pub after? Like, yeah, sound. Like, went to this French pub and that, drank a load of wine. And
Some baguette.
someone left the gas tap on at the French cheese place. overnight, all knocking about the pub, just like garlic and baguettes and that, fucking knocking about the French pub. Get home, right?
Yep.
Phone call. Boop, boop, boop. Answer the phone call. Bonjour.
Is that your phone? Is that the
That's the
French
phone noise.
ringtone?
They go, Salut. Je m'appelle happening at the French cheese factory.
I am happening.
I can't speak French.
My name is happening.
Okay, so what is happening at the French cheese factory? And they're like, there's been an explosion. And they're like, what? How's there been an explosion? It's like, some cunt has left the gas tap on and had a fag outside and there's been an explosion. There's debris everywhere.
Oh my god! You absolute piece of shit! You absolute piece of shit!
So join us next week with episode 92 where
fuck's
Alfie's been
sake.
kicked off the episode.
Again.
Oh my god!
Let me bring it out with my sexy voice.
Go on, your sexy voice. Fucking honestly, that was shameful.
It was a one-liner and I
Look
turned
how
it
happy
into
you
a
are.
fucking...
You're so happy about that.
I didn't rehearse any of that. That's a one-liner that I've just added
No,
shit
nailed
to.
it. Nailed it.
I'm definitely punching a child in the face because that's just awful.
Right, Jenk, see us out, please, with your sexy, sexy voice.
Thank you for listening. We have you've been listening to episode 18 of the Goat Sessions.
The googly-eyed sessions.
Soon we
That was
have.
Lombardi.
Soon we have.
Oh yeah.
Motherfucker.
You noticed immediately.
We also have the Wolf Thing Witch Massacre and a yet
Unnamed.
undecided named podcast.
And Alf's radio show.
I ain't done it yet.
Have you not done episode 2
I'm
yet?
going to do 3 episodes and then I've got some shit in the pipeline for it. So
Okay, cool.
And eventually I will do a painting thing. If you
Oh,
guys-
shit, look at us.
yeah.
Look at us.
Branching out.
Branching out.
We'll do it.
So let me
Taking over the world.
Let me just go and say thank you for listening. Goodbye. Have a good week. See you next week. See you on the other podcasts.
And it.
Watch the socials, and I'll see you later.
And it. Listen to Heriot and the 900 as well. Bye.
Yeah.
Bye. Love you. Bye.
And always vote.
Don't vote.
And call out your boys.
Quality boys. Bye.
And always get crowd surfed to the bar.
That too.
Goodbye.
Peace and love. Bye.
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 Goat Sessions!